607 Big Homie CC, The Matrix, Simulation, 7 Big Homie CC, like 100.
But I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it park itself. It's a motherfucking spaceship. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the Matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Dre like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. I ain't no doctor, but I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it park itself. It's a motherfucking spaceship. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the Matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Dre like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. I ain't no doctor, but I'm losing all my patience. Bitches let it park itself. It's a motherfucking spaceship. Do that shit again. Make it public, think we in relations. I'ma do a spin move like a nigga in the Matrix. Out of state, switching lanes. Me and Dre like we racing. All this ice around my neck got me froze like a glacier. On the road with your bitch to a date. I'm about to take her. You won't see this hoe again once I get her in my stable. Go hard for all my niggas in the pen and ain't able. Go yard, hold the blow a nigga like some angels. Still posted on the front. I be welcome where you can't go. I ain't no doctor, but I'm losing all my patience. Huh? Purse first, bitch. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. What? I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, pussy nigga, can't get near it, can't get near it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. I thought you said something, but I couldn't hear it. With all this money around me, broke bitch, can't get near it. I done bossed up. I woke up this morning to a quarter in a soft cup. 86 inch on the wall, cup of the wall up. 86 bins ain't a foreign, put your car up. That old ass whip sounding like it came from Walmart. Bust a pack with Zig in this bitch, we gon' have a ball. Well, let's see who get the ball first. Passing never ball hard. Baby, I'm a P, you gotta pay to hit my call off. Bought a double C, now she should 98 in the 4-door. Baby, I can't see it, me being with a poor whore. Mini shopping spree on Valentino in Dior store. Money on the floor, so I gotta get it. Naked women on the top floor. While I'm eating chicken, said something I can hear you, cause I'm
Running to the right. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? All money ain't good money. Let's make sure the mic's blue. All money ain't good money. Slow motion better than no motion. Intellectual Street Thoughts, episode 151. We got 607 Unc talking about some esoteric knowledge. I don't know if he's gonna be on some nonsense or if he's gonna actually be on point and give us something to dive deep into. So like I said, it's episode 151. Double tap that screen. I drop a conspiracy video, non-mainstream news and conspiracy theory compilation every day. Let's get into it. Don't forget the $sign for that. If y'all got anything else y'all want me to get into, put my narrative on, let me know.
Meaning they don't.
He break it down the Matrix. Let's talk about conspiracy theory, man. What is this about?
No.
Today on ViewSkit, we're challenging beliefs.
Females have been under attack by God. And it said it in the Bible.
Religion and what you think it is.
Eating McDonald's every day, that's a religion. Eating 3 times a day, that's a religion. Whatever you do every day as a ritual, daily routine, that is your religion.
Did they tell y'all the truth about God?
Satan is God. God and the devil the same.
Is everything you thought you knew about religion true?
Jesus was a female.
You say Jesus was a female?
Listen, I can prove this.
It's that new shit, but it's that view skit.
It's that new shit, but it's that view skit. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good, I'm doing good.
Okay, I see. As long as
I don't want to talk to you.
you never want to talk to me.
I don't think you should deserve to even talk. Well, let's give me the real again. You gonna say something out your mouth that I'm not gonna think should be said over the airwaves. I don't think other people should hear your thoughts. I think it should be against a lot of your thoughts.
Well, we're here to hear your thoughts.
Listen, that's a problem. You can't never hear them because I ain't got none. I never created them. I was like, what is comprehension?
It's the very base of trying to understand something.
Well, how can you understand anything? How can you understand anything without being told?
That makes sense. We're really telepathic beings, but what I believe is when you hear people speak words, your comprehension is based only not your reality and what you believe of life, but what you've been taught. Your definitions, like I learned this from Augie, your definitions were handed to you.
Yeah. Listen, because I live in a mansion, but if I treat it just like I was in the hood, it becomes the same house in the hood. It's no longer a mansion, right? It's the perception of things, right? Because let me tell you this, right? I like to say that I used to be a bad person. I like to say that I used to be a good person. But I want to say this, that a person that never seen good can never see the good in me. Because they don't know what the fuck good is, right? So you got to understand this. Everything is perception.
Uncle, I talked to you before. You said there
stays the same, right? If I just told you that it can't be no good or bad. Because people view it differently. So if people view it differently, does it exist at all?
What's facts? Okay. You can't have night without day. Everything is duality. So I believe good and bad is the same thing. Because every superhero cartoon, Superman, Lex Luthor think he doing the right thing, and Superman think he doing the right thing. But without Lex Luthor, there would be no Superman.
They both doing the right thing.
Yeah, right.
Right, because they both doing what the fuck they want to do. That's right is what you want to do.
Sharp, what's the deal? Bay Area 5 ever. Appreciate that gift. Shout out to you, loved one. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, family, for them jewels.
Whatever I want to do is right. That makes sense to you?
Yeah,
that makes sense. I understand.
All right, so when you ask the questions, you stupid.
Okay. I can't let you all talk. You're talking.
You don't hear me talk. That would hear you talk.
Okay. Well, today's subject.
Oh, you thought that one hear you talk? Well, why you act like we in school? Ain't no subjects. What you interested? I don't think you understand, gang. Nobody want to hear about those subjects.
I didn't say subject.
You said what? What did you say?
I didn't say subject.
You said today's subject. It's what you said. Right. Did you hear what I'm saying?
I heard him say that.
But I said that? Yes, you said that. That's the problem. People be on autopilot and not even knowing what the fuck they be saying.
So my comprehension with subject is not a good thing. I'm not subjected to anything. That's what puts you on the government rule, because when you go to court, you're a subject, right? They have subject matter. But I'm not going to get deep on that. I just want to throw it out there.
Well,
you a subject. You a subject for real. For real. You a subject of the government. That's why y'all got control of your mind. They have control of your mind. Because right now, you didn't even know that you said subject. You have no awareness. Your consciousness has been tainted. I'm getting real. You know what's wrong? You breathe too much oxygen. You get too much dopamine. You don't know what to do with it. You gotta slow down your breath. And then you can kill the brain fog. You got maximum overload in your head. It's full of shit.
So is that the best thing to do is slow down?
Slow down.
Yeah. But when you slow down, you slow time down. So people don't know how to slow time down. You slow time down and slow yourself down. There's another move till I tell it to. All right, everybody always rushing this shit, but can't nothing move until I get that. Don't say something about court, right? You ever been to courtroom?
Yeah. You be there waiting like hell, but the court can't stop till the judge walk in. And it can't start till the judge walk in. How can it start? Right? So you gotta look at it like this. Shit gotta move around you.
Why are people so impatient?
Now, what you call patient? See, patience can't be measured. What way is long enough? What determines patience? What determines the patience between you and between me? If it's 5 is a house right now and we sitting here, who got the most patience? I'm gonna get the fuck up.
Right. There you go.
What is patience?
It could be, if you're a doctor, you got patience too. So it depends on your comprehension of the word.
So I was trying to figure out what patience is. Because right now I'm losing patience with you.
Well, my idea of patience is a sense of understanding to a point where you know that this is going to happen. So you give yourself the time or to comprehend or understand
patience
this is going to happen.
Patience is you waiting patiently to see what happens. You don't know what's going to happen. See, people think they know what's going to happen. How the fuck you know what's going to happen? You don't.
That's right.
See, patiently is waiting for it to happen. Regardless of what it is, I'm gonna accept it because I caused it, because it came from me. If a bitch had a baby right now, she ain't gonna say, oh, I don't want that baby. The baby came from her. If it's ugly or not, she's gonna pick it up and accept that the baby. Right? I accept my bullshit as my bullshit too. Even my bullshit is mine.
Well, I don't got patience for bullshit. Like when it comes in my realm. If it's not paying me or laying me, it's playing me. That's how I view life. So I ain't got patience for nothing else.
Well, I don't need the lady, but I need the baby.
But I'm just saying that's how I was taught. And then, he said, slow down. I like that too. OG told me, you want to live long, you got to walk slow and drink a lot of water. That was the guy.
Drink a lot of water. Huh?
Walk slow and drink water.
Yeah. Did you know this? A lot of people don't know this, but did you know this? That if you woke up, right, and when you got up, you drunk like the ginger, right? And then you drunk glasses of water that you can eat anything throughout the day. It don't even matter what you eat.
What does the ginger help do?
It's like a bulletproof vest to your belly.
That's lit. I'm learning the game.
With the water. Yeah, bulletproof vest.
That's it.
Okay, well, today we're going to talk about religion.
I don't fuck on religion, gang. I don't fuck on religion.
Why not? What's wrong with religion?
Nah, cause I love religion.
Religion?
I got money for them.
You said got money for it. You got money for So to me, religion, so it's a definition of the words again. Religion to me means ritual. So Monday through Sundays are religion. Eating 3 times a day, that's a religion. You know? So that's how I look at it. It's just different rituals.
Okay. Do you feel like most religions are just there for a cash grab, or do you think there are some religions that really want to help people?
Like, no, it's a cash grab. Eat McDonald's every day, that's a religion. That's people's religion. I bought a McDonald's, I'm gonna eat that, or even the people that work behind the scenes, that's their religion, if that makes sense. Whatever you do every day as a ritual, daily routine, that is your religion. So I believe in America, most definitely, everything is a cash grab, especially, but where you're going at, I believe you mean like church and those types of religions. Damn right in the public is for money. That's how I view it.
Speaking as personally as someone who used to be a Jehovah's Witness, I felt like their religion was very cultic. So I feel like it didn't care about people. So I had to break free. Do you feel like religions are cultic into where it's trying to manipulate or and entice you to,
at the lower level, because once you start raising your awareness and consciousness, they're gonna invite you in to get money with them because you had a different awareness. So I believe that at the lower level, yes, it can seem that way. But it's just to protect ourselves and the assets and what they have going. I believe everything is a religion. Even being a United States citizen, I'm gonna get deep on that, but that's a religion. Like, representing your state, your country, all that stuff is just different rituals and religions. Because in America, everything is free, it's lawless, there's no law. People came over here and they pretty much forced what you think religion is on you. Because I believe we were all just naturally very in tune with earth and the conscious field and everything that's really going on. We used to be a people that was and more intelligent than we are today.
See, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping him because I agree with everything he's saying, but he's saying it in a way where I could just, I could digest it and it's not all weird like 607 Unc, so I don't have to keep pausing it. So I'm just listening. I don't agree with everything, but I don't disagree either.
Hey.
So what's your view? What's your view of like Scientology? Because some of these, how these celebrities like Tom Cruise and stuff, they're so deep in that Scientology.
I like your face you're making when you saying that, though. You're not into Scientology.
No,
because I came in as more science. When I started learning the game, more science. I know he tapped on a little bit of this in the past on some of his videos, but it's more than just that's just one piece of everything.
Scientology is hella stupid. What it's based off of is dumb as hell. Everybody don't gotta agree, but if you have something good to say about a billion-year contract, and also what it's based off of is science fiction.
But everything is
after they said Dr. Umar do all good for the people. We're going to hold talking
science, but everything is science.
At this one community, Dr. Umar, I'm ready to fry his ass up. I might today.
Well, that's not science, right? You gotta understand that science is everything, right? Because
I know Don don't partake in Scientology.
Probably like everybody else, they try to figure out God with numbers, but you can't figure out God with numbers, right? Because if you do that, then you gotta understand that a lot of numbers are fake. After 9, all the numbers is fake.
Facts.
Right? 10, 11. 11 is 1 plus 1, right? It's 2, right? 13 is 1 plus 3. It's 4. 15, 1 plus 5. It's 6. Fact. Right? There's no number after 9, right? A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of people do, right? So you
definitely didn't explain that right, but okay.
You need me to make sure you understand what you're saying when you're saying it, because you cannot figure it out through numbers, so you only can figure it out through science, right? Because science tells us everything, right? It tells us more than what logic could say. Because science goes against logic, right? A lot of people don't understand this. See, science, if you want to really talk about science, the Bible is science. The creation itself is science. Right? But people say science is witchcraft, because when you understand science, you understand the creation and you understand how to move things around and do certain things through science. Right? I'm keeping it real. The pyramid, science. Facts. Right? Everything is science. God is science.
Troy, what the hell made you say Scientology sounds good in theory? Do you know what Scientology is based off of, like what they believe in? Look into it. Look into it and you won't be saying the same. You're too smart for that, bro. Young Chucky, what's going on, bud? Y'all ain't been getting my notifications, I'm sure. I'm sure y'all ain't been getting my video notifications. I don't like this shit.
Facts. And that's how it was given to me, like when I started raising my awareness. And then, like, how we just been big talking about behind the scenes structure. For structure. That's all science. Business is a science.
Yeah.
Life is a science.
Yeah. Well, but you understand, it's never right. It ain't the church, right? The church is nothing. No, let me tell you this. The church always worked because of the system. You put any pastor, a crooked pastor, a good pastor, the church gonna do the same thing, because they're gonna have the same system. What's the system? They got the music, right? They're gonna sing to you, they're gonna preach to you, they got the collection plate, right? Every church got that. And they feed you good, and they feed
having to unsubscribe and subscribe again is brazy, fool.
Feed you good on Easter.
Right on, though. Real general.
True.
Right? These are the things that they do.
Cool.
Listen, but this is the system of the church. If you don't follow the system, you don't have a church. But the church believes in Jesus, right?
Right.
Would have Jesus follow that system?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I think I could answer that.
No, So I'm not to go against anybody's beliefs or nothing, but it's just like
go against all belief. You can go against belief because belief is what man thinks is true. You know that in the more science temple.
It got lie right in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Belief is what man thinks is true, meaning they don't know. So why the fuck?
That's it.
Where I believe is somebody would believe.
I know God is real, or source, energy, whatever you want to call your source. God is kind of because you got godfathers and godmothers. God just means power. Power, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Right.
But who is Jesus prayed to somebody? Jesus had his own following. So follow what Jesus was following. If you're gonna be a follower of Jesus, don't follow Jesus.
Right. Okay.
Well, what was the system Jesus was following?
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Everything is systems. And everything people understand, fuck believe. Do you believe it's a lighter?
I know it's a lie.
Do you believe it's a lighter? Or do you know?
I know it's a lighter.
So why the fuck you believe in a God? Why do people believe in a God? They don't know. Right? Do you believe that this is a rock?
Yes, I believe that's a rock.
Why? Now you don't believe it's a rock, you know it's a rock.
It looks like a rock, so I know it's a rock.
But you don't believe it is.
I don't believe it is. I know it is. Right.
So belief is what you think. People use belief when they don't want to do work to find out what it is what they want to believe in. Because listen, I'm telling you this. Belief is good, right? Everybody watching. Belief is good because belief is a level, right? See, belief is what man thinks is true, according to no Drawley, right? Faith is what man knows is truth, right? There's a difference between belief and faith, right? So I have no belief, right? I have faith because everything I know, right? Belief is for slaves, right? You believe that somebody gonna help you. You believe that Jesus coming back. Listen, I don't gotta believe no shit like that. You can't fuck my head up like that.
Right.
Nobody coming back because you can't get back, right? Now how you gonna get back? How? When there is no past. Well, only time you got is now. There is no back. Every day is happening now.
So, kind of going back to
you can't go back. So everything's happening now.
Can I add to something though, real quick? Not to cut you short.
No, yeah.
But about Jesus coming back though, when it was put to me that Jesus could also mean like a God consciousness when you start raising awareness, that could be Jesus too. So that could be your form of a Jesus, if that makes sense.
Jesus was a female.
You say Jesus was a female?
Let's go.
Listen, the Bible, because y'all laughing, the Bible said Jesus was 100% human, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And it also said that Mary had the baby without male energy, correct?
Correct.
So that's possible. Right now in the wild is a lot of female animals, a lot of female creatures, a lot of female fish in all areas of the world that have babies alone.
Wow.
But here's the problem. They only can have XX. They only can have what they are. They only can have females, right? Listen, I can prove this. The only thing in the world that ever been created was female. I can prove it. Listen, everybody right now in their mother's womb was first XX.
Yeah, do the research on the origins of Scientology and what they believe in. It's science fiction. It's hella dumb. I ain't gonna lie. It's I don't call things and people ideology stupid, but that one is stupid.
Was female. Right now, if the doctors want to study, did you know this? That when a man nut in a woman and you had it in a thing.
SR, what's going on? What's going on? Probably ain't been coming up in the algorithm. You gotta I'm gonna drop the link to my compilation videos. I've still been dropping one a day. I need y'all giving me the support. But anytime I know y'all don't be in there and comment, I just know y'all ain't seen it. But no, I'm still dropping one a day, and I'm about to pull back on the lives too. So y'all just check for the videos.
Did you know that
I got my old my old IG back too with the 20K followers too. So
it destroys your DNA?
What?
Did you know that the only thing that transferred is the female? That's why he transferred and followed the female DNA back to Africa with the woman, because you cannot track a male DNA back nowhere. the female body destroys the male DNA because the male DNA never existed. For real. The only way to study and track back DNA is through the female.
That's science.
That's how they tracked it back to the only woman in Africa, and they said she was black. But let me tell you this, they tracked it back to one tribe.
What tribe was that?
The tribe they tracked it back to, the tribe they got from Africa. But it was different creation.
Man, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's a tribe in South Africa, and they look like Asians.
And different races that had different beginnings and different starting points. A lot of people don't know this, right? Because to find some of the races, you got to leave Earth.
Facts.
Well, they're here now. But to find their origins, you got to leave Earth.
Thanks.
Because some of the origins not from Earth, but they in your Bible.
Do you all believe in resurrection? Do you all believe that if you die, you could come back to life?
Yes, you can, and they've been doing it before Jesus. Did you know that? Listen, did you know that an Egyptian, right, did this? It was a female Egyptian. She was watching some shit.
Drifter just come in popping at Queen B. What's the deal, Drifter? Queen Ma, what's going on? Yeah, the Sand People or something like that. They look Asian, but they African.
She's watching the bugs. She's watching the bugs. She's watching these plants. She knows when this bug ate this plant, it died. But she knows that it woke up in 3 days. She said, hold up. That bug woke up 3 days, but it woke up smarter. First, it was trapped, but when it woke up, it was able to get out what it was in. But it was stuck in a tomb with everything else. So you know what she did? She did science, nigga. She figured out a way where she could take enough to kill her for 3 days and wake back up enlightened. So that was a thing, to die and come back, the resurrection. They trained you for it. Jesus wasn't the first one to do it.
Well, I heard it came from like the months.
Yeah, it's been done. It's a thing.
I was told that they used to dig holes and put stuff over the hole and stay in there for 3 days.
Say hello. Say hello. Say what's bracking. Say what's bracking. Say what's bracking, Auntie Drifter.
Yes.
What's bracking, Auntie Drifter? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They literally kill yourself.
Someone would take water with them, but nothing else.
You die.
Yeah.
You die.
So to me, you rebirth anyways every 7 years. Just you become new cells. All your cells, all in your body, you got trillions of cells. They all shed away every 7 years. You're somebody totally new every 7 years.
You talking to Auntie Drifter, TT Drifter? What's up, blood?
Us.
Blood. Blood.
Us.
Yeah, true. Fact. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think they're the same person. You ever looked at somebody you know is not the same person you looking at?
No.
You ain't the same person. I know you at the same. You different.
So to get even deeper with it, it's just like, do you remember your first thought when you came into consciousness? Even though that's the same voice in your head, you're not the same person. You shed.
Little son wanna whoop like me.
So you're always going into like a form of a metamorphosis, so to speak.
So you feel like when we die, we kind of come back.
Ain't no die.
But as a
Different.
different,
Why you don't die? Death is a human perception.
Facts.
Right? Listen, whatever, I don't think you understand, but whatever you saying, it don't make sense, because what die? Name me one thing that you ever seen die that didn't transform into something else.
I seen a fly die when I swatted it.
And what came out of it once it was dead? Listen, I don't think nothing is everything, like you said, it morphs. When something supposedly died, then something comes out of that was supposed to be dead. Like if you die right now, a lot of maggots gonna come up out of you. A lot of shit gonna come out of your body. Right? It's real. Right? It ain't funny because a lot of people don't really.
Hey, TT Drifter, we appreciate them jewels. Good looking. Thank you. You already know. We over appreciate it. Down the street.
We understand this, right? Death is a human perception.
It's I believe that's another religion taught to you, death. So you keep coming back to this simulation, so to speak.
It's just a human don't understand it. Whatever your mind don't understand, automatically fear, and it creates a story for it to get away from that fear, right? So before people can understand that death is here, they're gonna create heaven. They're gonna create a place that they're comfortable with, so they could be comfortable with death, right? But they don't understand it, right? Because you create the heaven, but you ain't gonna go.
Right.
So is there a heaven or hell?
Yeah.
Are those actual places or just
I believe we
state of mind?
I believe we in heaven and hell. It shows y'all to bring heaven to earth.
What do you mean? Is it a state of mind? Everything is a state of mind. Name me one thing that's not a state of mind. Name me one thing in this room that's not a thought.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep.
Name one thing. Name one fucking thing that's not a state of mind.
Hey, dudes, it's too, man.
So if you can name one thing that's not a state of mind, one thing that's not a thought, then heaven and hell both gotta be what? What do it gotta be?
Gotta be a place.
Yeah, it gotta be a state of mind.
Gotta be a state of mind.
Gotta be a state of mind. That's deep as fuck.
It gotta be, because everything is a state of mind. And listen, and everything is possible, because everything was here, wasn't here, that somebody thought about it and brought here.
I believe your direct link to source is your imagination.
Yeah.
Your imagination.
And that's what they killed, your imagination.
Your creativity.
You had it in preschool, the whole room
Facts.
full of colors.
Facts.
As soon as you went to kindergarten, no more imagination.
That's facts.
Preschool, you can use your imagination. Kindergarten, you get program time.
In order to change the world, you have to bring something down to your creation. So people, some say you're weird or whatever, but you have to be weird in order to be different in the world and to create.
Right.
If people are not going to see your vision at first, that's why you're supposed to hold it to yourself. That's your direct vision from God. A lot of people don't know they be getting these visions, but they be going around to the weaker minds and the smaller minds, and that's why there's friction. It's not meant for it.
Right. Mm-hmm. But sometimes friction is good.
Yeah.
Friction is good. And friction is bad. But there's no good or bad. So you determine. Right? Because everything have purpose, everything have meaning. But people don't understand it.
Can I give you my meaning of like some friction though that I use to get me through it? Courage is coursing your rage.
I love that.
Course your rage.
What do you mean by that?
So some people think anger is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're aware of the feeling, it's energy. You can use it to create. So course the rage. You got this rage inside you. Learn how to be creative with it. The same way with I know you're drug free and stuff, but some of my homies that do drugs and stuff, we use it to create, not to escape. You know what I'm saying? Don't escape from your reality. Use that shit to create. Be creative with it.
And that's what they did. It was 2 months, right? It was 1 month. 1 month was a good month, blessed month. So you know what? This is how you get enlightened. That's the only way to get enlightened. You have to get away from the world, stay over here, and give your life to this. The other monk looked at him and said, hey, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm going out in the world and I'm still going to get enlightened because it ain't about the world. It's about me. As long as I'm aware, I can do anything. That's why I can tell you, whatever you do, what you do, I look at you like, you know what? This time, I'm going to go ahead and yell at him. Yeah, I'm finna do it like this. I'm going to use this voice when I do it. Nigga, I'll be aware. I know exactly what I finna do. I swear to God, I'm on. Exactly. It don't be like, make me react. It be like, I think I'm going to go ahead and react. Because sometimes reaction is needed. That's why I never say what I don't do. Or never say what I will do. You find out what the fuck I'm going to do in that moment.
That's facts. You speak on real game.
Because you don't know when it's time to do it. Look, what if I say I don't kill? And then a nigga try to kill me? Oh, I got to kill, right?
Right.
But I don't kill. I already said I don't kill.
So you're right.
Listen, don't never say you don't do something because niggas gonna test you. They gonna make sure you don't do it.
Damn.
Listen, I got a play for you, and all you gotta do is play some games. I'm talking about get some free cash with free cash. I'm talking about as soon as you sign up, you use my code, they're gonna get you $10.
I can't get to the next level without a challenge. Even video games show you that. I can't get to the next level.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm trying to get that free cash and that cow she had too. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. So don't be mad if y'all see them in my videos too.
If I beat the challenge.
Yeah, you don't know this. But it was a guy, right? And he prayed. And he prayed for patience. And God put him in jail.
Yes.
Right? Be careful what you pray for. You just may get it. And then you just don't want it.
Right? So I can give you real life game. No, because Solomon always prayed for wisdom. So I said, I want to be wise like Solomon. You're going to be tested. You have to go through challenges to even get wise. If that makes sense for everybody.
Yeah. Wisdom is fact itself is going through so much fire.
He wants to be like Solomon that has a Masonic Bible made with him in it. Is that the Solomon he wants to be like? Uh-oh, you gotta watch somebody like that. He's dangerous. He might be a little narcissistic.
Facts. That I can tell you what it is. Yeah, wisdom.
Right.
That's why I say wisdom come with old age. Right? And that's why everybody in the Bible was over 40 when they figured it out. Besides Jesus.
Some religions believe in like things of animal sacrifices, and some even honor, certain animals, like Muslims, they despise the pig. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's
Hinduism, they honor the cow, and stuff like that. Do you believe these? What's your thoughts on, in the animal, believing in these animals and stuff like that? Is that more science, or is that just?
So I'm taught that anything with eyes does have a soul. So I'm supposed to treat them just like a person or a brother. And same way with plants. Plants are people too. They give you life.
Yeah.
So So I'm taught to view animals as a high regard, especially because they already know who they are. A dog only knows how to be a dog. The only people that don't know, the only type of species that don't know what they're supposed to be doing is humans.
Yeah, they live in the moment and they accept the reality of what they are. Right? You never see a bird wanting to be a bird. They both can deal with a bee, but to see you wanting to be another fucking human, wanting to be a fucking bird. I mean humans that want to be animals. We confused.
Oh, I don't know if we're supposed to say that.
So you don't understand. You look down on animals. But a lot of people realize the animals are smarter than us. They know where the fuck they at. And we don't. They live in the moment game.
Yeah, I don't want to get I'm just hitting certain levels, but I know I'm not gonna make this show about that. But we sacrifice humans every day. You don't even know it. Baal is a demon name. Y'all can look this up. Baal. So anytime you say you understand your charges, anything with, because that's a religion, saying you understand and deal.
Ben said he's a terrible interviewer. Real life, that literally could be me. Real life, literally. But yeah, I only feel comfortable with BH being around.
Public system.
Shout out big BH, holla at Blood last night.
You don't have to deal with the public system. You could be private. But anytime you pay bail, you're paying a demon. That's a human sacrifice to get out of jail. Look it up. Bail's in the Bible.
It's Baal. But we about to be on Roku. We got 5 episodes on Roku and Apple TV in 2 weeks. So y'all tap in, and I'm gonna be on Spotify. So I need y'all support. Y'all go run me up. I just submitted the episodes yesterday. They rebranded me, whatever that means. I thought my brand was hot. You feel me? They love the logo. They love the Global Mafia. But yeah, they gonna work on the brand and Apple TV and Roku TV coming up 2 weeks.
It's in your Bible, man. If you're Jehovah's Witness, look at your Bible.
So y'all could just run me up on TV anytime. Tell your mama.
Guarantee it says Baal's name like at least 100 times. Right. Or more. Baal. That's the name.
So every time you give, you paying.
How don't you have to pay Baal when you get out of jail? Do you even know what Baal means?
No. What is the Baal?
Don't you have to get it? So say we go to a bail bond company, right?
Okay.
So what's the second word after bail? Bond.
Bail bond.
So all the dues in this bonds to even get you out.
Everything is bonds.
Yeah,
They're just brokers.
Never thought of it that way.
They're just brokers. You're dealing with bonds, you're a broker.
For Baal.
For Baal.
For Baal.
For Baal, the demon. That's why they wear the mourning robes. It's the Grim Reaper of the streets.
The black robes.
Yeah, it's the same one as the Grim Reaper, right? They wear the same robes, right?
Right.
Because you're dead. All rise. You just paid Baal.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that's religion, man. We talk about cults. The biggest cult is the United States government.
So the reason why he's wowing dude like that and a dude like is so amazed, he's referencing things from the Black Law Bible. If you have read the Black Law Bible, you would understand what he's talking about. He's talking about the duality in court, the speaking, the pleading, putting in a plea bargain. He's talking about are you pleading guilty or not guilty? You do neither. It's like all about language and understanding, but that's the Black Law book. And he knows a lot of people don't know what that is. So yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling blood a lot. He a little cocky. Which is
Who else is running around wearing Grim Reaper suits? Call them mourning robe. Mourning means state of sadness. And this morning, because that's what y'all call it, I don't ever call it mourning because mourning is a state of sadness. You had to wake up, right?
Right.
Wake is when you go to
That's why we say grand rising.
a funeral, ain't it?
Yeah.
So you woke up dead already. That's why you woke up this morning.
Okay,
that's your religion. That's your religion. So you die every day. You just don't know it. When you go to sleep, you're dead. When you reawaken, it's called breakfast because you just was fasting, breaking fast. That makes sense. You was dead.
Okay, you beginner level 1 ass nigga.
Fasted, you was dead. And now it's a rebirth every day.
Everybody double tap that screen, hit that like button, and don't think I just be critical of these niggas and they don't see this. If they subscribe to the channel, they know what the fuck going on, and I send them clips, and I'll be letting them know. I'll be firing their ass up, including BH. He'll tell you many a times when the BH I felt was wrong or his date was off and I corrected blood. And he said, thank you.
Wow.
But people don't do that. What people do is this. They connect yesterday,
yes, facts,
with today, right? Everybody run around connected things, but every moment is different, right? I'm keeping it real. Every moment in life is different because everybody you come in contact with be different in every moment, right? Because I'm just gonna say this, I don't know.
Man, appreciate it. Everybody's saying that it's big being on Apple and Roku. This is a few of my old episodes that I never dropped with like whack and shit like that back in my No Jumper days. So yeah, I'm a way better podder now, but I'm gonna be on their podcast too. Like I'm gonna be a host on their pod.
People,
I damn near want. I need a show though. Hey, BW, I need a show. I need a whole show. I need Intellectual Street Thoughts to run once a week on Apple TV and Roku. Clip that.
Don't understand it, but emotion itself, when you take any of them, you take the demon. Either way, love make you kill, gang. Love make you.
But so far, they bought 5 episodes. Only 1 episode was unreleased, though.
Crap.
And they letting me they was gonna make my thumbnails and shit for me, but they seen mine and it was like, nah, your shit more fire. You do you.
Pain make you kill, gang. Pain make you cry. So what's the difference between love and pain if they make you do the same shit?
That's deep too. So let me throw that back out there in court because I do court.
If you're
following things online, you have to follow emotion. We don't do motion, we do demands because now they're controlling your emotion. Does that make sense? That means you have to ask the court to move, and then you're praying for them to relieve. But like, so how the government is able to get power over you is because you're living yesterday or you're thinking about tomorrow. You're not living in the here and now jurisdiction. This is how they're getting power over you because time really don't exist. It's always now. All the numbers and all the
If he bring up the living man, I'm gonna be dead.
dates, all that's fake, man. Them is worshiping Roman gods.
Right. Cause only time you really can do something is just now. The only time that matters is now. But a lot of people in the world, they fight ghosts. I know people tell me, I gotta do something, man.
rent gonna be in the next 10 days. Well, nigga, you got 10 days. Why you worried about the day? Go do something. You're crying, you're sitting down. You can't get it like that. But they get in that mode and start fighting for things that ain't came. Everybody's fighting.
You gotta chip it away in small blocks. Put the small things together to create the big. Put it together and create Voltron.
Fighting ghosts in their mind. Right. And the church don't help. Listen, you keep talking about the church, but the church, how long the church been here? How many years?
Hundreds.
And
thousands.
why the fuck ain't helped nobody yet? And why the fuck Jesus ain't came back yet?
Speaking of help, you know, as a Jehovah's Witness, you know, they used to go door to door to try to tell people, you know, about their religion.
Why do you say their religion when you speak on Jehovah's Witness? Jehovah's Witnesses are Christian, and they practice the Christian religion pretty much the closest to accurate out of any organization. They do directly what's in the book. The book says, spread the word. What do? They go out and literally spread the word door to door. What's funny about that, my nigga?
Is it religious responsibility to try to, you know, help people, or should people just find religion on their own?
See, religion, you're mixing religion and spirituality and your connection with the creator as two different things.
As a door-to-door salesman, that's what they're doing. They sell a religion. That's how I look at it.
Damn.
I'm not I learned a lot from Jehovah's Witnesses, so I just want to throw it out there. I learned a lot. They're very intelligent, but they're not that intelligent if they're out there knocking doors for free. If I'm knocking doors, I'm getting paid. But that's what they're doing. They're slaying their religion so they can bring people.
You can't. Oh, okay. That was with a pair of days. Okay, they can be judgmental for sure. They can be judgmental. But I do respect how it ain't hella yelling and shit going on. It ain't hella extra out going on and things of that nature when you do go in. But I don't rock with the judgmental part on any aspect. Only person that can judge you is the creator. For sure. I done walked in there with but I ain't gonna lie. They also know I can protect them on the streets as well because they come across me on the street. So I'm in there, face blasted, whatever. You hear me? They know what time it is because I'm really outside with it. I'm the reason that y'all can walk around and be booed. You feel me? But I don't like that snobby shit. I don't like that dead homies.
Or they're members.
Yeah.
But they got mad respect for me, though. I ain't gonna lie. And I respect them too, though, because they follow the book, but just the King James version. But they got mad respect for I ain't gonna keep it 100. It's some gangsters in that community.
But you know, they don't do that in Nation Islam. They sell them that final call. Ain't getting nothing for free. No, for real.
I'm gonna keep it real. It's a lot of real men, though, in that organization. It's a lot of real men that take care of families and have decent jobs and shit like that and hold character. I'm gonna do well, at least for my biddy. I'm gonna tell you that. I can't say that. A lot of ex gangsters, a lot of people, but they take care of their people though.
Different religions do different shit. And now you're doing out some free information for you. You ain't getting nothing free from Nation Islam. And if you go against them, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right? This how I go. The Nation Islam is a gang. That's a straight gang. But
I'm gonna keep it 100. And the reason why I stick up for them like that is because they do follow the word extremely close to the literature in the Bible. You feel me? Like they stick to the word. It's a lot in the back.
that's the only gang that's protected by the government. Because they feed the information that the government want people to know.
My spirit. Dead homies. It feel, that one is the closest to just sticking to the book, in my opinion. Even though it was created by a white man and all the extra. Where you at, Drift?
No, listen, they putting everything in them newspapers in the final call, but it's sanctioned by the government. Facts.
You can't put nothing in there that we don't agree with. A preacher cannot preach. Tell the preacher
That just sounded crazy. Jehovah's Witnesses respecting my gangster. What they do though, the ones in my biddy do for sure.
to preach their own sermon. A preacher can't even get the degree unless they pass the questions and the shit that they folks talk about. The preacher can't talk about nothing outside the book.
My only thing with the Nation of Islam, we talked about this in the past, is they keep calling each other's black. That's not a nationality. Why your nationality can't be Islam? It's the Nation of Islam. You know, black's an adjective that the system controls that. But I know the higher ups know that. But the nation is our brothers with the Moors. But
that's why you have to claim your nationality in order to become human, right? In order to have any kind of rights. See, listen, if you don't know,
That is the one religion that I don't have a deep understanding of. That is, mine is some of the, no disrespect, the smaller ones. That one I'm not too far in depth in what their actual beliefs are. A lot of my USO linemen from high school and college and shit, they were Mormons, and they did great in school, didn't partake in alcohol and shit like that. But then I knew another one who was helping me run peas through the airport, and we got rich. He's actually been in this chat. Shout out Lale. So y'all know I don't really speak on what I don't know about. So all I know is that they go on their mission, and that's it. And they don't really partake in the worldly things. But also I heard it's kind of like a cult too, but I don't want to say that and not be well researched in it.
who you are.
When Mormons say no black can hold a high position, they are the cursed people. Well, the ones that I've been around took me in and protected me like a brother, and even their father. When he in the chat, I'll let y'all know who he is. So I never had that experience, but he did have a 4.0. He was a great offensive lineman in football. Could have went to any college he wanted, but chose to go to one where he could do his mission and stuff. But I don't know about their beliefs, like how I know about the Torah, how I know about the Quran, how I know about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about their actual beliefs. I even know what's them people? Amish. I even know that belief.
Do you have no rights?
fact.
For real, like, who are you? You have no rights. You don't know who the fuck you is.
That's fact.
So what rights do you got?
Yeah, because I remember Don, you was speaking about, you know, how there's no such thing as like African American and things like that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because listen, if I'm meeting somebody from Nigeria, are they gonna say they're African? They're
No.
Nigerian.
Right. They'll say they're Nigerian. They're from Nigeria.
Like I just said, tribes. Like would you
Well, the Mormons say that, I guess, about black people, and then Hebrew Israelites say all white people are going to hell. So it's some idiotic things that if you're not the source spirituality choice, it gets real. Like the book is very honest when it says it'll be things out here to lead you away and lead you astray from what's real. Like, because how can you say a whole race of people is like going to see their demise? Like, what God do you believe in that would do that? That would hold people accountable for shit that they didn't have nothing to do with. Like, let's make sense here.
trace the first woman? It goes back to a tribe.
Do you know why 100% false that they took slaves?
Nah, you wouldn't want to rock with the The big hats, those people. I don't want to get shadow banned. Those people, they be doing some weird things, some non-character solid things. Yeah, they accept you and they cool, but I'm saying with their religion, Blackbird, I didn't know they even had black people in their religion. I ain't gonna lie, Drifter. I've never seen. I don't even know where they practice their religion at. I'm gonna keep it 100. It ain't too many out in the east of Oakland, or it wasn't that many in Atlanta, or it wasn't none in New Orleans. So the places I've been, me either. It was a 17-year-old. He took it seriously. I was a little kid. Nah, yeah, dead homies. They took that shit real serious. And my linemen, they would take a life for me, and they would lose their life for me. Like they some loyal people. Like y'all seen him when he came in the chat, Lale. Y'all seen him before. Like, yeah, mad love. And he didn't tell. We done ran up over 100. A quarter probably. And I'm talking about a quarter M. No telling. Shout out my dog.
From Africa and brought here.
Why?
Because they put spells on the
But that's for members only. Members only talk, excuse me.
ocean. Right? Every time they ships came over, they used to tear up their ships. You can understand this because you can't find a slave ship. Because every time the ships came over, they used the water and the wind to destroy the ships.
Hey though, but
I'm keeping it real.
one of the brothers was a gangster and stayed in and out of jail, like it was known for squeezing that fire. He was known for that. Like, you don't play with Mike. I hope he's still alive. You don't play with Mike. And he didn't got busy for me too. Shout out Mike, dead homies.
I'll keep it real. We was already here.
Oh, you in San Bernardino? Oh, okay. I'm about to slide on you then. I'm gonna slide on you then. I didn't know you was around the land for sure. Cause I'll be out the way when I be down there.
And they was trying to take us there.
That's right.
Even now,
I be kinda out the way. But I've been moving around solo out there for a minute, Drifter. I gotta stop doing that. Like, cause you know, I don't why I go down there with people when I tap in with people down there. Like, I know you know the Snoopy show, the one that be driving the cars. Like, that's my dog.
they don't want us over there. If you Americanized, they don't want you over there now. So even now, they can't take us back. They try to take us back, the same thing will happen. They don't want us back because this is what we're supposed to be. There is no back.
The Hebrew Israelites didn't put a motherfucking thing into perspective for me. I ain't gonna lie. They just make us look dumber and dumber and ignorant, in my opinion. They don't put in perspective why we went into slavery. I don't even believe in the Atlantic slave trade. I don't even think, hold on, son. I don't even think the Atlantic slave trade, son. I don't even think the Atlantic slave trade happened how they say it did. Because why they didn't teach us about the Barbary slave trade that happened before that, where 1.3 million white people got enslaved by Africans. So where are the boats? You know what I'm saying? The math ain't mathing. It's impossible. Why people aren't trying to trace their lineage and people coming over here for Africa, like cousin, great cousin, great uncle, great auntie, what's going on? And ain't none of that going on. So some ain't right in the story. To take that trip across those waters, those are some of the roughest seas that there are. The time don't matter.
Some religions believe in
Would have took them 33 years or some shit to 30 some years to do that. Excuse me, not 33. Excuse me. Number didn't mean to say that.
deities. There are people who have beliefs in deities and just, these like Shiva and these many.
I fuck with San Bernardino, I ain't gonna lie. On top of that, what were we doing in the Bible? Who was we? Those were Turks that enslaved the other white people.
Different like deities and gods. Do you think they exist?
What's your name?
I think it was Africans, but if you're right, okay, for sure, whoever it was, why that wasn't taught? Why we weren't taught about the world fairs? The world fairs were some of the greatest things ever. The most amazing feats I've ever seen on this earth. Why they don't talk about that? We should have learned about that in school. That happened on American soil.
My name's David.
That's a deity.
Wow. How
Ain't you-
so? How so?
Aren't you a deity? Can you be worshipped?
Yeah.
I wonder if Apple TV and Roku is gonna let me. All right, so when I go on this podcast, am I going on as one of these truth-seeking like brothers or people, or am I just telling my story and still like fake with the shit, or am I like bringing people to the light? I think I gotta bring people to the light, huh? And that's gonna make me different. I got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then you're a deity. It's that simple. You got somebody that's passed.
That's sweet. That's 11.
You think about them.
I do.
So that's a deity. What controls you? What do you believe in? Them are your deities. That's how I look at it.
See, it's perception. But the deeper you get with the men, the better you get with the understanding. Because let me tell you something about business. Business is this, right? If you can take and put.
I mean, every nation, every civilization has slaves. Slavery is still going on. Slavery is still going on right now. You can look up places where slavery is still legally going on. Like that's just a part of civilization. But just only America did it for based off race and like color of your skin, and nowhere else you can't be born into slavery unless you're in South Korea, North Korea, one of the two. Drifter, good looking. I'm trying to put Baby Cash to sleep. I don't know why he's being so clingy right now.
The McDonald's system.
Black Egyptians enslaved other black people in those times. Facts. And why you calling them black Egyptians? Why you just ain't calling them Egyptians? Like, take the color out, and then when you don't have to do this, but when you describe a culture or describe people, try not to use race all the time to describe them, because race don't really matter. That's divisive. You feel me? We all Homo sapiens.
In the place. There's not
Right now for them to stand by
McDonald's.
religion that has to witness something crazy. The Mormon kid and the guy here.
McDonald's and make it fit. You good. You get rich as McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that, did you?
Mm-mm.
It is business. Right. And that same thing, the way his perception is to understand it and
for them to stand by his religion that hard, had to have witnessed something crazy. The Mormons. Nah, they just had a strong family like bond, and their father was like taught them to ride or die for each other, and they grew up in the Dubs in Oakland, like, so they grew up like standing on their religion, but they also grew up as gangsters who could protect themselves and knew how to feed their family. And shit, shout out to Lale, like I said. We got I don't know what he did with his bread. I don't know. But we ran up at least a quarter ticket for sure. Just me and him. Like I don't know. Like he probably still got some of his money.
many different ways.
It's so.
But they're very protective of they're very protective, very loyal. Now I'm about to look up what is more like what is the I'm gonna know for you.
Like this. Have you ever met Jesus?
No, I have not.
But we know a lot of people that believe on him, right? People
Right.
will even kill for Jesus, right?
Right.
So is it something that's created, you know? Deity is a belief system. You can create. So it's like this. I'm gonna use Oprah Winfrey because
I think they're just indoctrinated real good, like real well, and they don't care about the worldly things like in life. They care more about like brotherhood and relationships, like friend relationships, and the other kind more than anything. Like these worldly possessions, like don't matter.
I love using her analogy.
Mm-hmm.
She believed she was a billionaire before she became a billionaire. So her deity was her being a billionaire until she.
See, life structures itself. Like I was the quarterback, like the star quarterback or whatever you want to call it, whatever the movie scene. I didn't ask them to protect me. They felt the need to on the field and off the field. Like I'll never forget that. He's funny. I never seen him ask about nobody to be a more.
She became one.
Mm.
That makes sense.
But she never believed she was one. She never became one.
So your beliefs is gonna become your
That was gangster though. That was gangster.
reality. Period.
Right. Because that your belief turned into faith. And belief is what man thinks is true, and faith is what you know is true. First you have belief.
But see, I'm from Oakland though. Like Oakland, if you want to survive, like no matter what your beliefs are, you're gonna have to stand for something. You're gonna have to stand for something, especially in the Oakland public schools. You're gonna get tried. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. So what did they do? They had this square of tables where they ate lunch at, and if you wasn't one of them, you couldn't walk through the square. Could I? Of course. This dude named Christian Brown, he could too. But if you walk through the square, all of a sudden, hella niggas is gonna start coming out the bushes, and you're gonna get your ass packed out. It's wild.
And then that belief turned to faith. Because you know.
And don't you dare touch me.
And then you start moving like a billionaire right now, and then the billion comes. It was already there.
Facts.
So is that like manifestation?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when people pray to their deity for help, and that help comes, they believe their deity exists, and that's what their belief system empowers, that belief that it may continue for the rest of their life.
And that's the reason why I don't like, you said prayer, reason why I don't pray, because prayer is like trying to tell God to do something.
What? I don't agree.
Demand something from God. I'm lying.
In my prayers, I do a lot of thanking and forgive me for the things that I went off path with.
That's
right?
it.
Meditation. Right. I'm not going to tell God.
Hey, Sharp, I think about that too all the time. Like, but even if they did switch it up, he's not going to hold me at fault for something that I didn't know. So I've been got over all of that. He's not about to hold us and judge us for them changing some shit, and we have no way of knowing what the truth is. You feel me? Like I've been at them thoughts. Like, what if we praying to the wrong thing the whole time? Like that's not our fault. It's all about intention. It's all about intention. The teacher isn't dedicated, then the followers. You got to be your own teacher. You got to be your own teacher. I'm a follower of Christ. I don't band with nobody but him. And I align with myself.
To do this. A lot of people make deals with God. God, if you get me out of this, then I won't do this no more. What the?
Nah, so you 607, you can't speak on the bad kind of people. You got to speak on the people who are doing it righteously for the righteous reason. I beg forgiveness for the many of sins that I have committed, more than enough for a great amount of people. You feel me? That's mostly what I do. And thank you for blessing me in the times that I definitely didn't deserve. You feel me? It's not asking for anything. Asking me for me to be able to gain strength.
No, doing shit like that.
So you gonna bother with God? Tell people don't do that. Oh God, if I live through this, I never drink again.
It didn't no drink again.
But no, fuck all, you never gonna drink again.
But
do you understand? You try to bargain with God, but do you know that the God that you say you worship don't bargain because he didn't bargain with the devil? He didn't bargain with the devil.
Right.
So why the fuck you don't bargain with you? This guy don't get no fuck. According to the Bible, because this guy that killed more people than the devil.
I like that he say a line. Cause with me personally, though, I just want you to know, I always like I was taught to get definite with the infinite. Source ain't gonna deliver what you want if you don't tell Source what the fuck it is you want. But I also at the end say this is why I deserve it. So that's how I maneuver, and that's what works for me.
Okay. Oh no, go ahead.
No, it's all good. For me, I just say I already got it because I already got it. Everything
That's it. That's it. There you
See,
go.
I don't gotta ask for nothing because I got everything.
That's
Right.
it.
I need nothing.
Facts.
I was born butt naked. Want me to get naked right now?
No, I don't want you to get naked. I don't want you to get naked.
I was born.
No, you good. You good. You good. You good. Does that make people selfish though? Because people because people do pray to God for personal gain. They do try to pray to God for personal gain. God, please help me get this so this could happen. Does that make people selfish, or just people just really they're just needing help or just wanting help?
I mean, help is in the mirror. That's how I look at it. But it's when I just started learning the art of manifestation, because you have everything you need to make whatever you want to happen in your life. You just gotta have you got the blueprint on the wall. What's gonna happen? But what's the point of that? Like, you got to know, I'm doing this to accomplish this. I'm always looking at the finish line, and then I make the steps align after that. But it's like, I know God's with me. If I talk to God in anything, it might be for protection or something, or give me some wisdom to understand whoever I got conflict with or adversity with. Let me understand this situation.
Yeah, I ain't talking to no God. I'm for real. Because you don't know who you're talking to.
That's facts too.
Because everything answer back.
Damn, right. That's deep.
Let's give it a review. Right. So
damn, that's deep.
What I try to do is different what everybody else try to do. I try to be still. Right. And just accept what I want. What feels like it aligns with my purpose. Right. And then I just simply do that. I just don't do nothing, don't align with my purpose. I mean, you don't go outside. I do go outside. I go outside when I have a reason to go outside. I go outside every day to go down there and touch the grass.
Right.
Oh, you don't leave the community. I do leave the community.
Right.
I leave the community when it's time we go get a message.
Right.
But if I ain't got a reason to leave, what the fuck I'm leaving?
Right, that's fact.
Right.
When you at the status you at, anyways, everything needs to come to you because you're at a different level. But that's deep that he said when you talk to something, it talks back because that's facts.
Everything talks.
Even Google talk back to you. Everything talking about Siri, everything answer back. That's deep.
So you mentioned that they said within the Bible, which I agree with, that God killed more people than the devil.
That's true. What the devil ain't killed one person. Name one person in the Bible that the devil killed.
Damn.
Just one.
Damn.
Right. I can't think of anyone.
He never killed nobody.
Never killed.
Every time somebody died in the Bible, God killed them.
Right.
Damn.
You know, the entire nation with Noah, Sodom and Gomorrah.
And he killed the whole world.
Right.
He told Moses to come off the mountain and kill the motherfucker over their house.
Right.
Over their house. Listen, you gotta think about it. This motherfucker gave up 90% and kept 10 for themselves. And Moses killed him.
Who the devil killed?
Now I'm not serving no God like that.
Who the devil killed?
Nobody. The devil, now if God killed him. The devil would have locked himself down.
The devil was
The devil running from God. God is a brazen killer. And the devil is running from.
This is facts, though. What the fuck?
It's true. Listen, think about this. Think about when that man out of nowhere touched the ark on accident. He died.
He died instantly.
Right.
Instantly.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Right? Just for touching shit.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck going on. Why you think the devil running, nigga? The devil ain't fail. The angels ain't fall. Them motherfuckers ran.
He said, Jesus, I gotta kill her.
Gotta kill her.
Man.
That motherfucker a psychopath murderer.
Killed his own son.
There is no God but me.
Did he say he gave his
I
own
pray to
son?
him. I want you to pray to him. I want you to be in and worship him all day.
So I was with this Arabic. I had an Arabic driver. He was from I want to say Afghanistan. And he was like, I come to America and they tell me my God died. He said, my God ain't never died. He said, I come to America, they tell me God died and rose in 3 days.
No, they said Jesus was God, right?
Right.
And Jesus was God, but he died. So who was playing God while he was there for 3 days?
Damn.
Right.
Who?
Oh, shit.
Who? God dead.
You tell me that ain't science.
So who the fuck was playing God when God was dead for 3 days?
Could I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
About your Jehovah's Witness Bible?
Okay.
Did they tell you how many days did God create the world?
7.
So 6 days.
You know, I hate when people talk about shit that they don't know about. The Jehovah's Witness Bible is the same King James Version Bible that anybody else read. Like, don't speak on shit that y'all don't know about that discredits your platform. I gotta tell BH that. My other phone over there on the charger. One truth I want to say is America has and is going to pay for atoning a lot of what they have done. Like him twisted. Well, the scriptures have been twisted since King James and before. America didn't twist the scriptures. The scriptures were twisted when the rabbis and the clergies and in Roman times, way before then. The scriptures been twisted. Yeah, America didn't have nothing to do with that.
Days of rest on the 7th, right?
Right. It's the rest, 6 days rest on the 7th.
The Bible got edited to match the Torah. Like that, yeah, the narrative, entertainment purposes only. Nothing of what I'm saying has any factual belief to it. I'm just saying my opinion. Well, in Psalms it says in Psalms 82 something, it says God reigns on a council of other divine gods. Or God reigns on a council of divine gods. So it's not multiple personalities, it's a divine council of members.
365 days shit come from? If there's only 7 days, you don't even know what's
365 days actually does have some historical relevance. It does. So don't make me have to fire your ass up, because I can hit you personally. Put my phone up.
the day is for real.
Half the time I don't. Half the time I don't know what day it is.
I'm trying to tell you, everything's a religion.
Because we live every day by day.
Yeah, everything.
No. You.
Because I was like, I start to see niggas' attitude change when they get on certain platforms, and now it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be on some I hate trust me bro ass niggas when it come to history. Like, yeah, just trust me, bro. Like, no, nigga, quote your source. Where you get this information from? So that's why I be frying up 607 all the time. And if I gotta fry up Don too, I fry up Don. I got direct contacts to these niggas, dead homies. And I just got back into my other Instagram. I got number back. I got everything. I got messages I ain't even responding to that nigga from. So that's that.
Yo.
But Don, I can holler at you. Don't have your nose in the air. Don't have your nose in the air, bro. Don't do that.
I don't understand what this is, but continue to keep thinking and believing in Jehovah's Witness.
June 15th, I will be on Apple Music, all that.
And they ain't witness shit.
I'm so excited. You in the studio, come in here. Let's go. We're going live. June 15th. You can see us on all platforms. I'm talking about Apple TV, Samsung TV. We got the web app. We got everything you need. What you need, we in all Play stores. Let's get it.
So did you ever bring up that J was the last letter added to the English alphabet Did you ever bring that up in any of your podcasts or anything?
Man, listen, they know it, but you tell them. So they
Jay's the last.
I never heard of that. You
So
say
listen,
Jay
we
is
can Google this. Listen, J is the last letter added to the English alphabet. So if there was a Jesus, his name could have never been Jesus.
Because the letter never existed back then?
Exactly. It was the last letter added. It says Z. Z may be the last letter in alphabetical order, but the last letter added to the alphabet was actually J. In the Roman alphabet, the English letter father, J, wasn't a letter. It was just a fancier way of writing the letter I called a swash. J was added later on. So if there was a Jesus, his name could never be Jesus. That's all I'm going to say. That's fact.
Okay. So what's your point? Like, what is the point that you're trying to make?
Everybody knows to be true.
You can't get around that.
So do you all, okay, so there is a religion, controversial, Church of Satan. Now, they're trying to make it where it's not as, because
the Church of Satan doesn't follow, like, it doesn't go off the book, the beliefs written in the book. Like, they made up their own shit as well. So that shit is dumb too.
as people would think, say who Satan really is.
He trying to show off the light skinned one. Yeah. Like, I've been seeing him on his own platform and shit like that. I don't know why he came across my algorithm. Probably because of Unc. And but yeah, I know, bro. So get your nose out the air, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't like that.
Satan is God.
As Satan is.
Satan is God. God and devil the same.
So who's the devil, Lucifer, and Satan? Are these different people? Is that a different trinity? What's going on?
It's all the same.
It's a trinity, right?
It's a different set.
So me.
Why are y'all equaling God to the devil? I'm confused. Like, see, I don't like this type shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Dre don't like it. Cash don't like it. Cash don't like it.
How I look at
That's why
Satan,
I be here.
I think there's a form.
You know what? I think I am gonna be that conscious nigga when I get on these platforms. But I ain't no young Pharaoh or none of them niggas or Brother Polite.
Form of Satanism that I have studied, and it was just learning your shadow self, learning your lower self. What's your shadow self? Because everybody, like we were just talking about anger. Right. Anger could be somebody's devil. That's their demon in their life. Grief's a demon. Yeah. So learning how to correct that energy field, correct it in yourself, and you turn into an angel.
But love somebody, the demon too, because motherfucker tell you, nigga, that little pussy rape, bitch.
Damn.
Rape ain't good. Whatever you love, I'm telling you, love that dopamine in your body, it's the same as whatever you hate. What you not listening to?
No, I'm listening.
No. I'm tired of saying it.
So
how long are we doing this shit?
48 minutes.
Hey, why come and feel like I'll sit down with you for longer than what it is? You be hypnotizing me?
No,
you's a boring motherfucker.
I'm bored. I'm trying to get good conversation.
It ain't about good conversation. You flirting?
No, ain't nobody flirting. Ain't nobody trying to be gay. Why you always bring up gay stuff? Why you always bring up gay stuff?
Right,
like,
listen. So I asked her, was he flirting? So who bring up gay stuff? Him or me?
Damn.
He said gay. I said flirting.
No, I'm not flirting.
Okay. Is flirting always gay?
Yeah, in between two men, yeah, that'd be gay.
Who taught you that?
You was a woman first. I just told you that. So somewhere deep inside, you're still a woman.
Well, my beard, testosterone, they say I'm a man, so I'm a proud.
Did you know right now? Did you know they found the male, and this male they found he have a period?
Damn.
He was having period.
He had a period. He a male. He had a period.
Where he bleeding at?
Yeah, where is he bleeding at?
This is what happened, right? So listen. So first he's getting his stomach cramps real.
He just geeked. The dark skin one just geeked up off light. He irritates me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I told him that too.
Bad, and then he'll bleed, and he was like, "Damn, this happening."
But then when it repeatedly happened on the same time every month, he was like, damn, it's happening. It's hurting. So it happened at school, and the pain was so bad, he passed out. And they found out right then and there that he was a boy. He had a dick, but on the inside, he was a bitch.
Yeah.
State your source. Where are you getting this from? Where did you hear this at? Like, state your source, my nigga.
Yeah, periods.
Down.
Because everybody started off XX.
And they thought he still had that.
So he still had it.
So do you all believe in phenomenons and things?
Phenomenon.
So
would
you think they all exist?
Would a hermaphrodite be a phenomenon? Because they got dick and a pussy. I grew up with one.
But wouldn't that just be that would just be science, right?
He looked like a boy though. My cousin, she used to date him. She was like, he got a dick and a pussy.
Whoa. But wouldn't that just gear towards science, right?
I wonder if he has just that's why
a defect.
I don't know. God don't make mistakes. If you believe in source, right?
What if we just missing? What if they hold?
Right.
Do you know it was beings that was dual sex, and them beings first was you? I told you that Adam and Eve was connected as one. I told you that everything comes from the woman, that man is just reflection of woman. Woman.
Facts.
It's the same. It's the masculine and the feminine side of your brain. Woman is you. But man want to put woman beneath them and tell them to submit. It's like telling yourself to submit.
Damn.
Because you're not above woman, woman is not above you. Y'all are the same. You are still a reflection, and it's proven based on science.
This is church tonight.
By science. And I don't like talking like this because like men don't like to accept this. Because men want to believe that because of the Bible that women came from the rib. But that's not logical.
That's not.
It don't make sense. Because for that to make sense, like I told you, everything had to start from XY. But to track back a person and the DNA, you only can do that by using a female. That's the only thing that stays. So I'm telling you, gang, I'm telling you this. Females have been under attack by God. And it said it in the Bible.
How
the Bible? What did it say in the Bible? Because what? They talk about eating what? The apple. Ate the apple, guess what happened? Ate from the
it never was an apple either. They probably said it was a prune. Apples weren't a thing back then. So it never really was an apple either.
What? The tree of wisdom. Wisdom. Who is wisdom? Wisdom is Sophia. What is Sophia? Sophia is feminine energy, right? Wisdom. Saw through the illusion. That what happened in the Garden of Eden. They saw through the illusion. And the reason why man knew because woman told him.
Facts.
Woman that lied to him, woman told him we live in illusion. This nigga not God. And this nigga said, we'll punish you now because you told this nigga the truth.
He said, he's like God.
And now you're going to hurt when you have babies. First, it was no pain. And we're going to shorten your life so we can make sure you don't tell nobody. Because
Shorten your life is they put a cap on a telomere. You can't do that by just saying something, but okay.
I just fucked up because I just understood that if I let you live long enough, you're going to automatically understand. That's what they knew. They knew as long as you stay here, you're going to get it. Awareness is going to kick in. So they start attacking you with the food. They start attacking you with certain shit, right? To make what? To make your life shorter. Right now, you see kids right now, they growing up. When I was coming up, gang, I didn't see so many funerals. When I was growing up, you had to be old to get cancer. Now, the younger you are, you get it. Right? So I'm telling you this. The Bible is off, right? And they know it. We know women came first, right? We know the chicken came before the egg.
Right.
We know all these things.
So do you believe in transgenderism? Like when men say that they feel like they're female?
Let's say it's like this. And I think you won't get this part.
Okay.
And you got to get this part, right? Reincarnation is real. Meaning that everybody It's switching. That's why you need to be born in the family and don't belong and got to get your way out. They call it the black sheep because you didn't belong there. Though that was your bloodline, you was part of another energy frequency. You was supposed to be somewhere else, but because of reincarnation, you ended up over there.
That makes sense.
Right? You get what I'm saying? You get that part?
I get that part.
Right. So that's what's happening. So people end up in the wrong places.
I want to speak on the women again, but
please go with
it. For the transgenders, real quick, we don't have to do labels. Y'all people too. I'm not gonna label y'all. We ain't gotta call y'all transgenders.
Okay.
But anyways, ain't nothing wrong with them. The earth need a fly, don't make mistakes. But just want to throw that out there. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But I was taught that a nation can only rise as high as its woman. You got to think about it. Your mother is your first teacher. When you're inside the womb, you're on your mother's rib. So if anybody got a rib, it's the mother. Right. That's how I was taught. And then there was Adam and Eve, right? They had Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel, right?
Right, correct.
Then Cain,
they considered that the first
already knew his wife, and they begot Enoch. They don't talk about that part because women were already here.
But then you almost say, listen, here's the thing though, and like you just said, you will kill a woman, you do all this to a woman, you do anything to a woman, but woman was before you, and you can't prove you came before a woman.
That's facts.
Prove it. Prove man came before a woman. It can't be proved.
So you feel that that's why women are being more persecuted today?
Yeah, because no, they got their way and done their way by God. And they still praying to the bitch.
So everybody was women first. So back to your question, transgender people are women. So they're really women.
Oh, okay.
Just want to throw that out. That makes sense?
Right. No, that makes sense.
You know, their rights. They got more rights than black people.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Understandable. You know, there's a lot of religions such as mine, the one that I used to be with, say that in order for you to believe in God, because even though you never saw him, you know what I'm saying, you never see him, is by looking at, you know, your surroundings.
Lie. Why you say that? We say in the Bible, who would say in the Bible came face to face with God? There's only one person in the Bible. And where did he meet him at? In the pineal, which is the pineal gland.
Right.
I don't think you understand. I see God every time I look in the mirror.
Facts. When I look at everything, because I've said your direct link to God is your imagination. When you say God, that's just a creative energy to me.
You go over your question though.
No, I mean, because people look at like the animals on this earth, the trees, everything.
That's
it's
God
like
too.
It's all, you know, that should be your viewpoint that a God, a creator does exist.
Nobody
is that a way we should believe?
Nobody disagree with there being a creator. Everybody disagree on what that is or what does it mean, because our perception is fucked up. We think for something to be created or something to be in existence, it had to be a creation. It had to be created by something. That's a human thing. We think if this existed, then somebody had to create it.
That's logic.
It's logic.
Right.
But God is not logical.
Facts.
The creator had nothing to do with logic. We don't understand the fact that it was here, it always have been here, it always will be here. We don't understand that. We think everything got to have a starting point and an end.
Right.
Or creation, or had to be created. But the monad was never created, just is. And we never try to understand it, just align with it. See, everybody want to understand God, but to try to understand God and pray to God and tell him to do something, to me, is disrespectful.
I agree.
Right? I want to align, but then you got free will. So when you got free will, you accept things freely. I got free will, but I don't accept it.
Why don't you accept it?
Because it come with. Listen, when you accept free will, you cannot determine or almost determine what's coming because you accept things freely. Anything can come, you don't know what's going to happen. But you know, the thing is, when you align with things, you understand. You can take control. Because that's the act of eventing your life from your mind and simply walking into it. Free will, you're trying to created like this.
Mm-hmm.
Can't work like that. Can't do it that way.
So do you think God can be fallible?
Who? Follow who?
Oh,
That's me.
sorry. Do you think God could make mistakes?
I believe that you're God. And have you made a mistake? Like literally, that's how I view life.
What's a
But
mistake?
everything is perfect at the same time, you know?
What's a mistake? Mistakes can't be measured.
Damn, that's deep.
Because what's a mistake?
See, when you're an interviewer, you potting, you got to know who you potting with, especially when you potting with a big name. You got to know how to expect how they gonna act. Certain ways or certain questions you can't ask 607 because he gonna spin you.
I just seen somebody told me I fucked up the whole time I got it right. If you go to school, right, and you doing math, and if you get the answer without showing your work, that's wrong answer.
Right.
You made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But how I make a mistake when I got the right answer?
That's deep.
So was that a mistake or was it control? What determines if something a mistake or not is what I'm asking.
I like to go along with what he's saying is when people go to jail or even bad things happen in their life, I feel like that's energy, that's source trying to push you towards the right direction. So there is no mistakes, is what he's saying. I get that. God's good all the time.
And that's why we sit here for an hour to tell people that they mistake. That everything they think they know, they don't know. I was telling Don just earlier, everybody religion was chosen for them. Because if it wasn't, you would have told that child, Muslims, Christian, Jewish, told it everything and told the child to choose. Nobody watching this had that choice. So nobody watching this chose their religion. Everybody watching this is a fucking slave. Because their religion was chosen for them. Their God was chosen for them. Based on where they live. If you go to the trenches right now, in any hood, you're gonna see.
That's not true. That's not true. I found my own lane. It's a million different kind of churches and a million different religions. It's the internet. Majority of people don't believe anything. So you just be saying shit.
Jesus love us. Jesus.
That's like saying you get to pick your mama.
Say Jesus this, Jesus that, and they doing bad. Right. But if you go out here, you don't see Jesus nowhere, and everybody's doing good.
And everybody's doing
crazy.
But you don't see no Jesus signs.
Crazy.
Nothing.
It's against the law to have to see a Jesus sign out here. You see a Santa Claus before you see a Jesus.
Right.
True.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
So, do you believe in like the ideology that no.
I'm talking about religion shit. We talking about religion. I'm doing it long enough. I'm not going to be playing with you. I'm not going to be playing with you. I'm doing shit long enough. This today talking about shit and terminology. I can't understand them words.
I'm sorry. No.
No, I'm saying I'm good, gang. I'm doing it long enough. When it's over?
Right. What's up?
When is it over?
Well,
I'm about to tell them to replace him with me. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even on no hater shit. I'm about to ask, is this on purpose, or if it's not, plug me in. But I really want to work under BH if I'm gonna work under anybody. Well, I could have him be my manager and have his assistant be my assistant. That's what I'm gonna do.
I thought we was having a good conversation.
I have a good conversation with you. I got to sit down a certain amount of time and be done with you and be over with. I don't like sitting down with you, gang. Your conversations is boring.
I'm boring?
Yeah, baby.
We've all been giving like good advice.
We've been giving like conversations. You've been I mean, I'll keep it real, gang.
Oh man.
You're okay, but listen, you're okay. I mean, listen, you're a good guy. But some people shouldn't be allowed to ask people questions when they ain't got their own mind together. You start to ask questions about
What's bro? I need to know bro name, so when I say let me take his spot, I can address him by name. I don't like addressing nobody by name. I was focused on light skinned blood, but now I'm focused on his name Don. Now I'm focused on replacing this nigga. depending on how much the paper is. Forget the paper. I'll replace them just for the conversation.
Religion, then you went to everything else, like
Because uncontracts be janky.
and
He say the content pay you, get paid off your content.
none of it
I know how to
really makes
negotiate.
sense. I think you really still want to be a Jehovah's Witness.
I do not want to be a Jehovah's Witness.
Because this is not even my this not my channel that I got premium on, and we ain't running no commercials.
That ain't what
We not getting no bread.
I see. That ain't what I heard.
No, I just bring up the examples of what they believe.
But
in.
we can prove to you that God is a slide. He claps shit down worse than the devil. So what are we still talking about?
Who is this talking about?
That's a question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're a Jehovah's Witness, that ain't their members publishers?
Yeah, they call it.
What you
They call
publish?
publishers.
What you publish?
It's dead.
Enough. You got.
See, if you're gonna speak for a group, know what you're talking about. Why you letting them laugh at something that you believe in? I could correct them for you, but I'm not.
Publishers, they call them ministerial service.
They call the Kingdom Hall. It's out the jurisdiction of the government.
The Kingdom Hall is just the name to replace church. That's the house of worship. That's what a Kingdom Hall is, the house of worship. So if you're gonna claim something and have its back, don't let niggas laugh at it in your face. Have some character, fool.
You said Kingdom Hall is what?
Everything they established is out the
Come
jurisdiction.
on, gang. Every time you talk about Jewish shit, he gonna make the shit go long. He's gonna make the shit
But
go
it's
long.
all good, man. Everything Jehovah's Witnesses do is out the jurisdiction of the government. The government can't interfere with
They
them.
ain't want to hear that. Every time I talk about Jehovah's Witness, he'll try to knock on your car door.
Judaism. Is Judaism is it a religion or
Jesus practiced Judaism. He died practicing Judaism. I'm about to hit BBH before I forget. BH, I gotta let you hear this, bro. All right, so if you gon' say you a Jehovah's Witness and are gonna stand for them, why you letting these niggas laugh in your face with this misinformation? And in the book, it tells you to go spread the word. That's why they go door to door. When Don just named the Kingdom Hall and said whatever cat shit he said about it, why didn't you correct them and just say all that is a replace for the name of church is the place that is for gathering and worship? If you go stand for it and say you are a devoted member about something, know what you're talking about. I don't like this. I don't like misinformation. I don't like it, BH. Don and 607 making them look foolish. And that's his fault.
or race?
Because
the Jews, because we talk about
you the original Jew.
Right, Jew means
stop. Bro, you the original Jew. Why are you saying stuff you don't understand? You the original Jew and Hitler was fighting for you. You know what I'm telling you? That you not doing the right shit. You say anything out your mouth.
Now the dude is asking, is Judaism a religion? Jesus died practicing Judaism. Like, whoever this interviewer is, the global mafia, they don't appreciate his intellect, and that this disinformation shit, that shit irritate the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie. If you got to be educated on what you speaking on, you feel me? Like you can't. That's why I be getting mad at Unc sometimes, because he'll say some wild shit, but will be on some just trust me, bro. He won't cite no source or nothing like that where you can go dive deeper and see if what he's saying is factual or not. You feel me? Put me in the game. Put me in the game, blood. On insane.
Told them, we gonna stop killing you when you return the prophet Jews to their land.
The Statue of Liberty is really a black woman, but they sent it back, made it turn white because she's holding a.
The Statue of Liberty is Lucifer. Ooh, y'all niggas is wrong today. Entertainment purposes only.
She's holding a torch.
Yep, I'll be that. I'll be the yeah, but I can't. I'm not. They not gonna think I'm no young Pharaoh or nothing like that or Rashad Jamal. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not coming off like that though.
That means the black people are the true enlightened ones.
But then they gonna want me to be speaking on the Black Panthers and shit because I'm from Oakland. I could do that though. But y'all know me. I ain't on no Black Power shit.
He's holding the light.
No, he's holding the light because he's the light bearer.
So the Jew means dark person.
Yeah.
Black people killed Jesus.
Nigga, I'm a Jew.
Facts. They're Jewish. Ish means kinda, right? They're Jewish.
And I'm a Jew.
Yeah.
You're a Jew.
Don't niggas Jew you? When you met a nigga, there wasn't no Jews. No, for real.
Facts. Fact.
You met one nigga that wasn't no Jew?
Facts.
They gonna Jew you out some shit?
Facts.
We the original Jews.
Facts.
Come on, get that proves it right there. That's the end of your interview right there. You ain't got no side. We fuck with the Jews and the Muslims and the Christians.
All right. This has been View Skit.
No, I'm gonna say this though. All right. Listen, a lot of people that stop being controlled. If you had another question, you're supposed to ask it. But listen, a lot of people they view religion like it's a must, right? A lot of people think that if they don't take hold to a God, then they wrong. Because the church have scared us with the devil, scared us with hell, right? We can't worship out of fear. We got to worship out of awareness, meaning that we understand what we're doing, right? Everybody in the world choose God because of fear of death. Comfort.
Not me.
But life ain't never been about comfort.
That's facts.
I didn't choose him because of death. I didn't. Not I. That spider thought he was gonna get me. My bad, bro. You was running up too fast. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Right? The most beautiful things live very uncomfortable because that will create you, right? So for everybody that do believe in God, just ask yourself why. And the crazy part about it is, and this what really gets me when it comes to religion and when it comes to God. Everybody prays, right?
Right.
But how? When was this invented? How did it start? Who have verified that it worked? But when it comes to manifestation, quantum leaping, science. These are things that we can prove. Right? So when your life become about belief over what you can prove, what kind of life is that? It's a life of chasing.
Bracken, I ain't gonna lie.
And I
just
said
got
to say
signed to a
this.
5-episode Apple deal and
The
Roku
Bible
True
say
TV.
never question. The pastor say never question God.
YouTube, Twitch, and shit like that.
But if you teaching me for me to know, how the fuck I'ma know if I don't ask no questions?
Well, thank you, thank you, Don Cologne. We appreciate both of you all. This is that new shit, but it's that view skit.
Yeah. It's one of the ones. It's one of the ones where I want to smack with his bottle at least 15 times.
The black church has failed y'all, I know.
Capturing a true story for a documentary class assignment. First, I select the right footage, adjusting timing and pacing. Now enhance for a cleaner sound, and I have a film I'm proud of.
So we're Nashville, downtown. I wanted to check it out, see how drunk people get. That part. And it looks like they're already lit. All right. So we got a bunch of people right here who says space is not real. So why is space not real?
Wherever space is real. Space is real.
Oh. The Van Allen belt is a radiation belt. Artist. He is going to tell us some very interesting things. He has an interesting background and some paranormal stuff, psychic. You know, we're into all that stuff. So I want him to break it down and, you know, kind of tell us what the apps is. So we have Jimmy Levy. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good, man. So I know you're an artist and whatnot. I definitely want to deep dive into, before we get into that, you know, how you got into that, but where you're from and your family history and whatnot.
So I'm from Miami, born and raised. My mom's side of the family, they're Russian Jews, and they were into psychic stuff. So my grandma, she was known as the #1 psychic in the world. She was for all of the, you know, presidents and celebrities like Elvis, Jimmy Carter, Connie Francis, and a lot of the people during that time.
Damn. So she was Elvis's psychic.
Yeah.
For how long?
That I'm not sure, but at least a decade. And then she held actually the largest seance ever conducted at that time in his home, and 10,000 Christians came outside and protested against her.
Why? They thought she was like a witch or something?
Yeah, it would say like Jesus is king, psychic from hell. You know, there's photos online.
Wow.
And then my dad's side was like a traditional Jewish family. My dad's from Israel, from Tel Aviv.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I was born and raised in Miami. Not really religious, but I guess I learned Hebrew at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
My family like kept the holidays on my dad's side, and then my mom's side, I grew up going to see dead bodies. So my Take Your Child to Work Day, my mom and grandma had a show together, doing psychic investigations, looking at bodies and being like, all right, this is what happened. So I'd
like crime scenes or
yeah. Like,
what?
They'd look at the body on the ground and be like, all right, this one, the wife did it. It was with a knife, and it was because of this and that. And they'd look at it and see what exactly happened in their head. And
everything's spot on.
Yeah.
So like a psychic CSI type of
exactly
some real life X-Men type shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's dope.
My mom always knew what I was up to. She would always tell me not to do stuff. So I would just turn off my phone whenever I'd go out because I didn't want to hear that. For example, one time I'm at a house party in Miami, North Miami, it gets crazy. And she was calling me 1,000 times, like, something bad's going to happen. Get home, get home. And I already know that she's always right, but I'm having fun, so I don't want to listen to her. So the second I turn off my phone, a shooting starts. I'm like,
damn.
All right. And it was literally right behind me, and I was like, all right.
So you couldn't get away with shit as a kid.
No.
That's what you're saying.
No. So I did it anyway. I just did whatever, it was crazy. I also had that gift of like seeing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I never really used it. I was kind of like a smart, like very, so I was in nursery school and I could speak fully. I knew the presidents up until that point, and like 1 to 100 and whatever, and the alphabet, and nobody spoke in my class. And so I'd sit by myself. And for the first 2 weeks of nursery, they had a program called Mommy and Me. And so like the moms would come in or whatever, and the teachers and the principal told my mom were very concerned about Jimmy sitting alone. And so then the principal like come in the class from time to time and be like, Jimmy, go talk to people. I'm like, I'm bored. And she goes, why? I said, because I'm in a class full of babies. And she'd be like, Jimmy, you are a baby. And I'm like, I can count to 100. I know my ABCs. I know all the presidents. Now move me. And then they moved me to the class where people could talk. And so it was always like something. And then first grade.
What age was that?
I don't know. What is nursery? Like,
nursery's young.
Less than one.
He's like boss baby.
Yeah. That's how it was. And then this was first grade. My teacher hated me because she knew who my grandma was at the time. She was like on the news and stuff, and my mom. And so she would always tease me, and she put me in timeout all the time, always like trying to pick on me. Like it was so clear she hated me because I was always nice. And I'd get a little vindictive. And one day I said, you better watch your back.
Oh, shit.
And then she had scoliosis surgery the next week. And then she tried me again. And I said, watch your tits. And then she had breast cancer.
No.
And it was really bad. And she would try to be smart, always smart ass with me or whatever. And then she was like eating a sandwich with pork, and she's Jewish. And then I was like, if you're Jewish, why do you have pork in there? Like I was always like, and she was like hiding it. So I was always like calling out things, but it ended up like coming true. But I didn't realize it. My mom kind of just told me that teacher was scared of me. I ended up moving to another class, and that teacher loved me, and I still talk to her to this day.
Wow.
But there was always like I'd see ghosts. Now I look at them as demons. I have a different perspective on what my past was. Because I started reading scriptures and doing research, and I know a lot of people that present themselves in this realm, like a lot of demons, they like to come and pretend to be our loved ones so that they can get to us. Or you see it in scary movies. For example, the person's running down the hallway, the monster's chasing them, right? They start putting things in front of their door, and that's how demons work. And once the door is covered with like whatever is in the room, you hear, honey, it's me, open the door. And you go, oh, mom. And then that's what demons do. So a lot of people that they think they're talking to their loved ones, sometimes it could be, I believe there's a way to, I don't see that in the scripture, but I think God still gives signs.
Right on, Sharp. I'm
most of the time,
streaming on another platform. Right on, Sharp. Good looking. I know I'm mute. Right on, Barry Boy.
I do believe it's that now,
right?
In my opinion. So
and they definitely show that throughout movies, like in the Insidious universe, where they show the nun and all that stuff, and they have a part in the movie. I forgot which one it was, but it was a demon calling out as like their loved one, the husband or the kid and whatnot.
Yep.
It's like what mermaids do. They say they do.
Yeah.
Kind of disguise themselves. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they mask themselves as loved ones or something to lure people in and whatnot. So you said you saw a lot of ghosts when you're a kid.
Yeah.
So but you said those were demons.
Now I believe that. But yeah, back then I used to be like, I'd stand around someone and I'd be like, there's somebody here and it smells like cigars, and it'd be like one of my mom's friends, and she'd be like, my husband that died, I was probably 3, and she's like, my husband that died was a big cigar guy I see, and I was like, the hair, the dark hair, and the green eyes,
For
and
real?
he's saying this, that he misses you, and to watch over Martha, like just like random things like that, and it'd be like spot on. And like I'd believe like back then, like, okay, I'm talking to that person, but now I believe it's still an accurate description, but it was probably a demon giving me that information. I don't know. I'm also open to the fact that I could be completely wrong about it could be the first thing, you know.
Right.
I don't know, but this is what I believe for now, you know, until I learn more.
Yeah,
you know?
I used to see a lot of stuff when I was a kid too. He knows.
Definitely.
Yeah, I had a lot of paranormal stuff happen to me. A lot of loved ones came to me in dreams after they died. I've had some weird experiences in church where one time I was a kid. I forgot how old I was, maybe like 8, 10.
No, you were like 12.
12. And, you know, kid in church, bored, looking around and whatnot, not paying attention, obviously. And then all of a sudden, I look up and I look back down, and then I look to my left. I couldn't see anybody's eyes. It was all just hollowed out. Like their eyes weren't there. And I looked to my right, same thing. Like everybody's eyes were gone. And then I believe you were there.
Yeah, I was there because you were looking around.
I would look
like,
directly into his face.
You were like, it was like you were looking past me though.
Yeah. And I couldn't see his eyes. Like everybody's eyes were gone. So I was screaming in church. I was like, what the fuck is like going on? Like I was like going crazy. My mom was like, what's wrong with you? So I had stuff like that happen to me all the time, like just weird paranormal stuff. One time I was falling asleep in a chair, and you know that halfway point where you're sleeping and awake still?
Sleep paralysis?
Not sleep paralysis, but you're almost asleep, but you're still kind of awake a little bit in between that level where, sleep paralysis kind of happens. As soon as I close my eyes, I was sitting in the chair. As soon as I close my eyes, I see a room full of people, but they're all dead. And they're all reaching out to me like this. Right? And as soon as I saw that, I jump up screaming.
Literally.
And then he's next to me again.
I'm playing the fucking Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker takes off running, and I'm like right there next to him.
He's right there next to me. As I pop up, he's running with me. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. What are we running from?
He's like, and he just fucking takes off.
But I felt like those are people who maybe had messages, I feel like, to reaching out to me. So I've always had this thing to where I had like a passageway and
see into the spiritual realm.
Yeah. And then it's full circle because I see everything the same way now. How the world is and what's been happening, a lot of reveal, a lot of awakening, a lot of disclosure, and I've been kind of reactivated in that to where it's that connection. But I start to think that everybody's starting to kind of feel like that now because
the veil is being torn.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of starting to see it now. Do you have any experiences like as of late like that, or you dump some more wood in here? Jessica on the fire.
Sorry.
Yeah, perfect.
That's perfect.
Recently, I'm gonna be honest, no, because I've kind of been staying away from that just because I want to learn how to operate in it properly. Like we were saying earlier, like spiritual and illegal spiritual access. I believe I operated a lot of times back then because when I first got into the music industry, I was doing a lot of rituals and witchcraft, and a lot of the artists that many people see the darkness, whatever, but I'm not going to name.
Whoa! So you did that during music, or like when you got into music?
Once I got into music, yeah.
So you thought that was the way to get into,
right? Because I always was intrigued,
Okay.
And that helped me learn, on top of a lot of what my grandma taught me, that there is a dark entity. I mean, I'm gonna, believe in Satan. I think he's real, But at the time, I wouldn't say that because when you're Jewish, you don't believe in that.
Okay.
You just believe in God. but I was already kind of going against what the traditional Jewish person believes. So did my mom and grandma, because the things that Christians and Jews have in common, they both are against necromancy. And technically that falls under what my mom and grandma did.
Right.
What I believe about my mom and grandma is that they had a prophetic gift, and that the religious people can take that away or whatever. I can agree with the argument that the devil comes to tamper the gifts that God gives us. So the same way my mom and grandma, without knowing, my grandma and mom never did anything with evil intent. They're pure love. But maybe, you know, some of the things they have done, you know, would be considered, you know, illegally spiritual, like a seance, for example. Like you're not going to learn about how to do a seance in the Bible, you
Right.
know, and the point, and the Bible also says not to conjure the dead, right? But, you know, they did it with the intention to help somebody see their loved one. So they did it
Gotcha.
out of right. But again, you know, that's not coming from God. So,
Right.
you know, but the way I look at it is like, if I'm a singer, I used to sing about Satan. I was making a worship album for Satan when I first got into the music industry.
Really?
And it started off trying to be cool and edgy, and then I like became obsessed with the idea of it, and I realized that the devil was using my ignorance and my curiosity to be a part of it, to then actually using me as a vessel for him. And
Right.
you know,
So would you call yourself back then like a full-on Satanist?
I would say Luciferian. You know, like I didn't at the time know, like, I mean, I didn't know what to call it, because a lot of Satanists are self-worship. You know, it's kind of different. Like they don't
do
even
as
believe
that will, right?
you know, but Luciferians are, you know, they worship Lucifer. And I was trying a bunch of different things, and seeing some of my manifestations play out, which I'm not going to name, made me realize, and the things I lost in the process, and people, you know, made me realize how dark things were. And that portal, the amount of portals that I opened up, and the dark, that's like the time that I would feel a lot of darkness around me. I
Right.
just knew that there was something in the dark spiritual realm around me, following me. I had this fear, and I know he operates in that.
I forgot where we left off, actually.
The whole, I think we're talking about like the Luciferian thing.
Yo, yeah.
That's where we left off, and then the fire went out.
Then the fire went out. Yeah. How long did you do that? Like to get into like going into music and Luciferian stuff?
Oh, I was always into occult stuff, you know. And then I guess I proclaimed Luciferian for like 2 years. You know, it was short-lived because I suffered the consequences of it like real quick. And now being around some of my friends and learning about numerology, like my friend Christina, I'm an 8 life path, so karma comes quick. And you know, I'll say karma, and I already know how people see me and say, "Oh, karma's demonic." Okay, the Lord's vengeance for me comes quick. So to me, it's the same thing, different interpretation. But you know, anything I do with negative intention comes right back on me, and that risk that I faced that in a very extreme way with people not being here anymore.
Right.
And that darkness showed me how real the devil was and how real doing his work was. And that's what made me try to figure out another way. I started calling out a lot of people during COVID, and then I was on American Idol. And
Which season?
Season 18.
Okay.
And I did my audition with my friend Christina. We drove up. It was horrible. You know, I was very shy, but I got 3 yeses. And there was some talk about, you know, black and white magic. I don't know what Katy Perry meant about that, but I know that my episode on it was like all about my family being psychics and stuff. So it's probably what she was referring to. And
she said that on the show, or
yeah, right when I left the room, she goes, "There's black magic and white magic, and you don't want to be a part of either one of it." And it was after my mom had went up to all of them and told them about themselves and kind of freaked them out.
Oh wow! Oh, I thought that part was like candid. Oh, so that was on the show.
It was right when we left the room.
Oh
like,
shit!
After they gave us the ticket.
This was on camera, obviously, but
it's right when we get the ticket. It faces the judges as I'm walking out the door, and it cuts to Katie going, "There's black magic and there's white magic, and you want nothing to be a part of it." Then COVID came, and I started doing. Well, first I gotta say, Big Nick, he actually was in LA for a while. He was part of David Dobrik's vlog squad, and he was born Hindu, and he became a minister. And when he saw me start talking about a lot of the dark stuff online, and for example, one of my songs, Red Horns, with Rick Ross, the video was very dark. I meant the song to actually be very positive when I made it, because it says Red Horns try to get me and I won't let him in. But the video, it's kind of a mix. I'm burning demons, but then I'm hailing Satan, and it's like just a mix of light and dark and a lot of dark images. And if a child watched it, it's probably not good for them. And it starts off with a Ouija board, so it's already opening a portal.
Right.
And with a shamanic chant. So I took it off YouTube once I started later on waking up.
So you experience, all that through music and the Luciferian stuff. And so what path did that lead to you now, going through all that? Because that's a lot, and we'll unpack more of that, because I want to know.
Love your future at Merritt College. A new life is just a click away. Enroll now at merit.edu and love your future at Merritt College.
A lot more, but
yeah, there's a lot I won't say, just because I'm done with that chapter.
Yeah.
And people in the spiritual realm will know, you bring it up, that can of worms open. So you saw we're talking about it, and the energy comes from it, or the biblical way, because that's a new age way. I like both. I like saying it from both perspectives, because people from the Christian side would only want to hear it in that way, and people from the new age side would understand it in that way. But the energy, when you put it out, comes back. But the enemy comes back 7 times the second you attack it, and by speaking out on something, the enemy sends 7 times the thing. And when I call out somebody or something, I get 7 attacks. Someone would die around me, and then I'd have a sickness, and I'm fighting with people, and I'm start drinking, and all this, and that's just how the enemy, the monitoring spirits that are legions that are sent towards those who have the calling from God, which we all do. That's how they attack. The platform is comes from him. It's supposed to be for him, and by exposing, we're doing his work. Or what, whatever we're doing, we're supposed to glorify him, and the enemy is waiting. And they send their little creatures to distract us, and the enemy does the fire tricks, and he's just as funny as God is when God does his tricks too. But that whole experience led during COVID to me speaking out of the correlations between COVID and the satanic occult, the media making fun of me, getting invited to lead worship at Mar-a-Lago, and being around all the big celebrities during Trump's first term, and realizing okay, so it's all a matrix. Everybody that claims to hate Trump is all at his house. Some of the major artists that are unexpected, not second term where it was popular, first term.
They were there. They were at the house.
I was there because I was look, I'm not political. The one political thing I did do, because I was far left, I was worship the devil. You go figure. I would have had pronouns if it was still that way right now. But I did an anti-gun rally, and I made a cringe song, and I sang it at the March for Our Lives, because my heart was in the right place. And that's why I see it from the perspective of the left, or I don't even like to say left and right, but I see it from the perspective of that side, because they care about the children or whatever. So it was in my hometown, kids got killed, some of my friends were relatives of those, and I made a song called Heart on Your Sleeve, and I say, no need for weapons, ease your aggression, love and be loved. And it's super cringe, because now I have 10 guns, but at that time,
So shout out to them. We're gonna get into the Dr. Umar. We're gonna get into the Dr. Umar interview for a second, unless y'all want to keep this one going. But my bad, I've been a little distracted. I'm talking to BH right now. You feel me? We getting this pod together, and I'm just telling them straight up. You feel me? What from the outside in? What my thoughts are. Should I keep it 1,000 with
Mind
him?
being treated like porch monkeys. Black people don't being mind treated like animals. See, they shouldn't have the right to vote anyway. See, they should all be locked up anyway, because who would sit up there and laugh at themselves being humiliated by racist white people? Let me continue, Art. Another joke. Kevin, it must suck being at 5'1", but at least being that short allows them to tell you apart from all the other blacks. In other words, Art, we all look alike. Then Shane said, they told me to be racist. He said this. They told me to be racist. He said it on the mic. And listen to this joke from Shane Neanderthal Gillis. He said, Kevin's ancestors came to America on a slave ship and a bottle. Kevin's ancestors came to America in a slave ship and a bottle, Art. Obviously talking about him being small, but you making fun of our enslavement, the greatest crime in human history, even validated as such by the United Nations last month. Are you kidding? You're going to make fun about the enslavement of my ancestors, and you're going to pass it off as comedy. Art, this was not comedy. This was a public execution of the honor, self-respect, and integrity of Black America, and we not going for it. Let me continue. Listen to this one, Art.
Hold on, this big homie CC, he just gave me something solid. I gotta work harder. Listen to this, gang.
Shit, you definitely got beat for an episode. I want to get you with my boy 607 up, man, because you got nice podcast skills, bro. Like, you on another level than a lot of motherfuckers. And I want you to get a real opportunity to do what you do.
Kevin's father was a California raisin, but he wasn't raising anybody. His dad was addicted to crack, and he abandoned him. But I guess that's better than being there for the filming of Jumanji 3. I'm telling you, Art, if I didn't see it myself, if I didn't see this myself, you couldn't have told me that these were the jokes that came out of white people's mouths on international television while we were sitting right in front of their face. Let's continue. Here's another one. Now, Shane Gillis didn't say all these jokes, Art. Some of the other white comedians said them too when they got up to the podium. But most of them came from Shane's Neanderthal Gillis. Listen to this one. Kevin did well in Saudi Arabia because they thought he was the monkey from Aladdin.
How is that funny?
It ain't funny, Art. It ain't funny. This was not comedy, bro. This was a get back for Drewski portraying Erica Kirk. But I don't have a problem with what Drewski did, Art, because he wasn't vulgar. He didn't call that woman a B-I-T-C-H. He didn't mention Charlie Kirk's name. All he did was imitate her behaviors, Art, for 3 minutes. That's all Drewski did. But white people are so narcissistic, so paranoid, so psychologically entitled that they don't even think a Black comedian has a right to do a skit of a Black woman, of a white woman in whiteface when this white woman clearly supports the anti-Black agenda of this government. You damn right Drewski had a right to do what he did. I'm glad Drewski did what he did. But guess what, Art? These jokes that they did at this Kevin Hart roast, it makes Drewski's Erica Kurt skit look like a picnic, Art. You cannot compare that Drewski skit of Erica Kurt to what they did to Cheryl Underwood. In fact, Art, this should not have been called a roast of Kevin Hart. You know what they should have called it? The roast of Cheryl Underwood. This was the roast of Cheryl Underwood. They lured our sister there. They sat her up front, Art. They racially targeted her, and they unloaded on that beautiful, dark-skinned Black woman all night long. This was a get back for Erica Kirk. Let me continue, Art. Kevin did so well in Saudi Arabia because they thought he was the monkey from Aladdin. Here's another one. Listen to this one, Art. Kevin is so short, they will have to lynch him from a bonsai tree. Kevin is so short, they will have to lynch him from a bonsai tree. I got something I want to say. Somebody said that Pastor Jamal Bryant came out, as he should, shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant, and he rebuked Netflix for this comedy special. Several black people did, but I want Pastor Jamal Bryant to go one step further. Pastor Bryant, you know what you're going to do, sir? You're going to get with other black ministers around the country, and you guys are going to draft a letter. All of you are going to sign it. That letter is going to go to Netflix, and you're going to tell Netflix, if anything like this ever happens again, there will be a national black boycott of Netflix. And not only are we going to boycott Netflix in America, we're going to ask our continental African brothers and sisters, our Australian African brothers and sisters, our Canadian African brothers and sisters, our European African brothers and sisters, our Caribbean African brothers and sisters, our Central and South American African brothers and sisters to boycott Netflix. If Netflix ever disrespects black people like this again, you will pay with your pocketbook. I need the black pastors to send Netflix a letter, Art. I need the Congressional Black Caucus to send Netflix a letter. I need the Divine Nine, black fraternities and sororities to send Netflix a letter. I need the Urban League, the NAACP, and every grassroots black organization, the Black Masons included. Send Netflix a letter and tell them, if this ever happens again, Netflix will be canceled by the black African race. You are not going to play in our face as you benefit from our pain. You are not going to play in black people's face as you benefit from our pain. And then Jeff Ross got up there. I don't know if you're familiar with Jeff Ross, bald head white dude. I believe he's a cancer survivor. And they made jokes about him, about his cancer. But if white people want to make jokes with white people, that's their business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right? Now, he gets up there and guess what he says? He says, hello, Cheryl Underwood. You look like the donkey from Shrek.
Disrespectful, man.
Art, when I tell you, brother, they terrorized our sister all night long. They humiliated and shamed our sister all night long, and not a single black man in there stood up and said anything about it. Let me say this to my brother Draymond Green from Black Michigan. Draymond, I'm a Draymond Green fan. Draymond Green is an alpha male. He's a stand-up black man. And let me say this to you, brother Draymond Green, from me to you, because I know you a stand-up black man. Draymond, don't ever sit there again, my brother. Draymond Green, don't you ever sit there again, my brother, and let a bunch of white men disrespect our black women and do nothing about it. What I would have liked to see Draymond do, Art, but I know it caught him off guard. So this is constructive criticism. I'm not throwing my brother under the bus. I would have wished Draymond would have got on that microphone and said, listen, I am a black man. I'm here to support my brother, Kevin Hart. I do not like the quality of jokes that are being made about black women at this show. This needs to change right now. Or me, Lizzo, Cheryl Underwood, Regina Hall. What's the other comedian, Art, that be with Kevin Hart a lot? What's her name? She played in the Girls Trip movie with Jada Pinkett.
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish was there. Man, she didn't speak, though. She was on the podium, but she never spoke, not that I can remember, and they never made any jokes about her. I don't know why she got a pass. I'm glad she got a pass. But Draymond Green should have said, if this don't stop, Tiffany Haddish, Regina Hall, Cheryl Underwood, Lizzo, and myself, we leaving right now. Or Draymond should have just said, Regina, Lizzo, Tiffany, Cheryl, we out. I'm not going to sit here as no black man and let these white, pale-faced devils disrespect y'all in front of my face. I'm not going to have it. So Draymond, next time, bruh, because I know you are alpha male, next time you got to stand up for the race, bruh, celebrity or not. Because what they trying to do, Art, they trying to get us. They trying to get us to validate their disrespect of our race. They literally playing in our face, Art. They are literally playing in our face. Don't you know Shane Gillis called Lizzo a fat black bitch, Art, on the mic? Yes. What did he say? Something about her flute. He said, I see you with that flute, you fat. He didn't say black. He said, I see you with that flute, you fat bitch. Guess who else he called a bitch? Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor came out. She read her little jokes and things with Kev Hart, right? As she turned to exit, because she didn't sit up there. I didn't see her up there. As she turned to exit, because the exit was right behind the stage, Shane Gillis got up there again after calling Lizzo a fat bitch. Guess what he says about Tiana Taylor? At least she's good looking, because that bitch is not funny. Did you hear what I just said, Art? At least she's good looking, because that bitch is, he called two black women a bitch and didn't get knocked on his ass. How does a white man call a black woman a bitch? Two different women on international television, Netflix, and don't get knocked on his ass. Let's continue, Art. Kevin is so short, they will have to lynch him from a bonsai tree. He did well in Saudi Arabia because they thought he was the monkey from Aladdin. His ancestors came to America on a slave ship in a bottle. I'm about to blow your mind now, Art. Listen to this. Guess who wrote these jokes?
Who wrote them?
A group of 17 white men. Art, a group of 17 white men were hired by Netflix to make a night's worth of racially derogatory, insulting, and humiliating jokes about black people. White men wrote these, Art. Let's continue. Jeff Moss calls Cheryl Underwood the donkey from Shrek, and then he says Cheryl's pronouns are he-haw, not her, with the her and she are, but he-haw, like a donkey. Cheryl's pronouns are he-haw. Let's continue. Kevin, then he says, Kevin, I know your dad walked out on you, and then I went to one of your movies and I walked out on you. Here we go. Listen to this joke. Lamar Odom, back-to-back NBA champions with Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers. We know Lamar Odom had an addictions problem that he kicked, right? Now he's doing good for himself. Shout out to Lamar Odom. Listen to this joke, Art. He's not even a part of the program. He's in the audience. And I think it was Jeff Moss. Listen to what he says, Art. I don't want no smoke with The Rock, because that's what almost killed Lamar Odom. I don't want no smoke with The Rock, because that's what almost killed Lamar Odom. I wish Lamar Odom would have walked up there and smacked the SHIT out of Jeff Ross. Let's continue, Art. Let me make an observation. When they were making jokes about Chelsea Handler called it too, Art, but not as bad as Lizzo. They kept calling her a whore all night long, talking about how she slept with 50 Cent, even though that's a white woman, Art. Even though that is a white woman, I did not appreciate it for her. I don't date out my race, but guess what? I don't want to see no woman humiliated like that. They humiliated Chelsea Handler, called her a whore all night long, talking about how she be sucking pics, all kind of stuff, Art. But you know why they made her the mule? Why was Chelsea Handler made the mule, Art? Because they had to justify what they were doing to Cheryl Underwood. So Chelsea, you see that, Art? She became the crash dummy, the white crash dummy, to justify their lynching of Cheryl Underwood, but not even Chelsea Handler caught it as bad as Cheryl Underwood. Let's continue, Art. Somebody called her one of the kings of comedy. Cheryl Underwood was called a man, Art, one of the kings of comedy. Listen to this. Then they said she could play Kevin Hart's dad in a biopic. Cheryl Underwood can play Kevin Hart's dad in a biopic. Regina Hall didn't. I love Regina Hall. Not only is she fine, she wasn't laughing. Shout out to Regina Hall. Let's continue, Art. I'm almost done. Lizzo got up there and played. Lizzo looked nice. Shout out to Lizzo too. Lizzo is a beautiful queen. She looked nice. I thought the sex jokes was excessive. She did tell Pete Davidson she would F him. I didn't appreciate that. Lizzo, don't be playing to no racial stereotypes. They already think black women are Jezebels. Don't be running around telling these white men you will F them. I need you to represent for black women. And this is when Shane did it. Art, he said, "Nice flute, you fat effing bitch." His exact words are, quote, "Nice flute, you fat effing bitch." Then Pete Davidson called Cheryl Underwood Babadook. Did you see the Babadook movie, Art? The little all-black little creature? He called Cheryl Underwood the Babadook, and he said the reason she has a Daytime Emmy Award, Art, is because nobody can see her at night. The reason Cheryl Underwood has a Daytime Emmy Award is because no one can see her at night. Listen to this one, Art. Cheryl is as black as the road is black. She looks like somebody made a wish for a puddle of mud to come to life. All night long, Art, this was the roast of Cheryl Underwood, a revenge for Erica Kirk. That's what it should have been called. The racist roast of Cheryl Underwood, revenge for Erica Kirk. She's as black as the road, and she looks like somebody made a wish for a puddle of mud to come to life. Listen to this one, Art. Cheryl is so black, we had to bring Draymond Green to color balance our cameras. Here's another one. Here's a real bad one, Art. Cheryl, you look like a grape Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer. Listen to this, Art. Your hair, that purple outfit you're wearing, looks just like your Pussy. You didn't hear what I just said, Art. I know they didn't say this. Art, I'm quoting, bro. I'm quoting. Let me say that one more time. Cheryl, you look like a great Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer. Your hair, that purple outfit, you look just like your own Pussy. Art, that's not a joke. That's not a joke. That is racial humiliation. That's not a joke. Let's continue. I'm almost done. Here's another joke. Who they talking about again? Cheryl Underwood, Art. This was not about Kevin Hart. This was an Erica Kirk get back. Listen to this. Her husband committed suicide after 3 years of marriage. I've only been sitting next to her for 2 hours, and I want to ask him, how did he last so long? Her husband committed suicide after 3 years. I've been sitting next to her for 2 hours. I want to ask him, how did he last so long? Art, somebody better tell Netflix. Somebody better tell Netflix that if you ever disrespect our women like this again, we are boycotting Netflix. It won't be no more Netflix. It won't be no more Netflix. In fact, Tyler Perry, start your Black flicks. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, somebody needs to start Black flicks. We need to get away from Netflix anyway. And you know what's funny? I just renewed my subscription to watch this. Let's continue, Art. Almost done. Here we go. George Floyd is looking up at us and laughing so hard that he can't breathe. You making jokes about Black people who were murdered by police? That's funny? That's comedy? And let me say this to all the coons, Art, because guess what the coons was saying on my Instagram yesterday? You don't understand risque comedy. Nah, house nigga. I understand risque comedy, but what I'm telling you, I don't care what kind of comedy it is. You're not going to disrespect Black people because Art, what they're trying to do is bring back the minstrel show. What was the minstrel show, Art? Back from 1830 to 1930. From the Nat Turner War until the heyday of the Marcus Garvey movement, our greatest Black movement of modern history, white people would dress up in blackface, Art, and they would play ridiculous, stereotypical Black characters. Zip Coon, the Pickaninny, the Mammy, Uncle Tom, the Laughing Sambo, and they made us look like complete animals and morons. And why did they do it, Art? The minstrel shows, which was the most popular form of entertainment in America at that time, were done to do what? Justify the mistreatment of Blacks, justify the lynching of Blacks, justify the slavery of Blacks. And guess what, Art? They're trying to do it again. They're trying to bring back the minstrel show, with the only difference being now, Art, instead of painting their white faces Black, they just going to laugh in our Black faces. Instead of painting their white faces Black, they just going to laugh in our Black faces. Listen to this, Art. Cheryl was in the Air Force, but she couldn't fly. And neither could her husband, who jumped to his death. Is that a joke, Art? Cheryl was in the Air Force, but she couldn't fly. And neither could her husband because he jumped to his death. Listen to this. Cheryl gets up there, Art. She gets up there and she tries to defend herself. And she did a good job, but you can't undo this. And what she said, Art, was, I'm glad all you white comics came up here and used all the words that Black comics get canceled for saying. She said that. Because, Art, if we would have unloaded on white people like this, you lose your career. Could you imagine if we talked about Jews the way they talked about us that night? They wanted to cancel Dave Chappelle over some transgender jokes. They wanted to cancel Dave Chappelle over some transgender jokes. How is it you want to cancel Dave Chappelle, Art, over some transgender jokes, and you flat out humiliate our Black women, our Black men, and my whole race in this Netflix roast? It should have been called the Roast of Black America. It should have been called the Netflix Racist Roast of Black America featuring Cheryl Underwood. Listen to this, Art. Kevin Hart gets up there. He's the last half hour, Art. So this is about almost 3 hours. He's the last half hour right before he bring out Meek Mill to do his closeout rap. Shout out to Meek. Kevin Hart says, y'all told me y'all want to see a real nigga tonight, so I'm going to be a real nigga. Kevin Hart, I love you, bro, but don't you dare use the N-word around these Caucasians, and don't you dare make them think it's okay to use the N-word. We don't do that, bro. We don't do that. And then he says, Shane was one Bud Light away from calling me a nigga. And then Kevin did something I didn't like, Art, and this is my last piece, and I'm just going to close with my assessment of this. Kevin Hart said, I'm not going to let y'all stand up here and disrespect my Black queens, my Black sisters, or something to that effect, right, Art? So I'm thinking he about to clap back. I'm thinking Kevin Hart about to be an alpha male and say, I didn't appreciate them jokes you made about Black women tonight. You went too far, right? Instead, you know what he says? He thanks them for coming out. Regina Hall, Lizzo, Tiffany Haddish, Cheryl Underwood. And guess what he says? None of these women have a man. They a bunch of lonely, BITCHs. Art, they just sat through a whole night of humiliation from white comics. And here's Kevin Hart, my North Philly brother, who I love and respect. He gonna turn around, and right when you think he about to defend the honor of black women, Art, he throws them under the bus too and say, ain't none of them got no man. They a bunch of lonely BITCHs. Art, what are we doing? They interviewed Cheryl Underwood afterwards. Art, this is what she said. Cheryl Underwood said, a lot of people feel bad for me because they were talking about my husband who committed suicide. But those jokes were written well, and they made me laugh. Art, they didn't make her laugh, bro. Cheryl Underwood is a beautiful chocolate sister who better be proud of all that melanin she got. And she's trying to survive as a dark-skinned, beautiful black woman in a racist comedy industry, Art. So she had to say that because they would take her career from her. You feel me, Art? If she would have clapped back, she'll never get another comedy show, and Netflix is supposed to give her a comedy show. But what I want to say to Cheryl Underwood, Art, don't you exchange your dignity, your pride, your honor, your integrity, and your self-respect for no Netflix show. Cheryl, you bigger than that. And this is why, Art, we got to come together and pull our money together so black women don't have to go around here accepting humiliation like Cheryl Underwood had to do on Mother's Day, Art. They did this to her on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day. Art, I'm going to say this. Draymond Green, Lamar Odom, Regina Hall, Tiffany Haddish, Lizzo, Cheryl Underwood, and every other black person. As a spokesman for the black freedmen of this country, as a spokesman for the black African race, I'm the most popular grassroots spokesman in the world for my people. Y'all get a pass on Mother's Day. I'm giving them a pass, Art, one pass. But I want Kevin Hart to know, and I don't care who in Philadelphia don't like it, I don't care. I'm letting Lizzo know. I'm letting Cheryl Underwood know. I'm letting Draymond Green know, Tiffany Haddish, Regina Hall, although Regina Hall stood her ground. If y'all ever let white people do this to us again, if y'all ever sit at a comedy show and let white people insult and castrate, verbally castrate, and humiliate and shame the black race like y'all did on Mother's Day, we will cancel y'all too. And I'm not playing. Y'all black entertainers better stop playing with the self-respect of black people. You black football players, you black basketball players, you rappers, you goofy ass rappers, you singers, you actors, you dancers, you comedians. I'm telling you now, white folk are going to try to use them, Art. They're going to try to use them to bring back the modern day minstrel show by humiliating us in their faces. And I'm letting the whole black entertainment world know right now, we will march on your ass. We will march on your house. We will boycott your movies. Don't play with me. I'm telling y'all now, I'm talking to every black entertainer in this country. Don't play with me. If you think we're going to sit by and allow you to let white people make a mockery of black people so you can get paid, you got another thing coming. Like I said, Kevin Hart, we all human, bruh. I don't know how you sat through that, but you get a pass. Draymond, I know you a stand-up black man.
Number one, just on this channel in general, Clay, you don't know me, but I don't be on no super black power time. Like, I'm not the person that's divisive about race, you know what I'm saying? It's just dividing us. We stronger together. It's a 99% versus the 1. So I don't know if he speak for the black race. I don't speak for the black race. I don't know who the black race consists of. I just know that he has points and ideologies that I vastly disagree with, and some that a lot of people agree with. So he good content. Because I can fire his ass up.
I don't know how you sat through it, but you get a pass. Lizzo, Tiffany Haddish, Cheryl, Regina.
Danica H. It don't matter what your skin is like. It matter about your character and what you stand for. You feel me? Like I said, it's a 99% versus the 1. That's what I care about.
All the other black people who were there that I didn't see, you get a pass. Cat Williams spoke, but he also left.
I hope
Tiana
not.
Teller spoke,
I hope not.
but she also left. I don't know if they was in there for the whole thing or not. But if you allow this to happen again, I'm sorry. I love all y'all. We will cancel your asses. Black power.
Oh, no, don't say that. She's her own person. But it's gonna be at one point she got her own energy. That ain't gonna have nothing to do with you. Hold on, Kay. Hold on, Kay. Hold on, Kay. So that was intellectual street. Danica, you speak the truth. We speak the truth over here too. This was intellectual street thoughts episode. This is intellectual street thoughts episode 152. Shout out to the global mafia members. Over appreciate you. We was 5,000 deep tonight. Over appreciate it. Shout out to the new members that joined for sure. I drop a non-mainstream news and compilation theory of conspiracies every day. Everybody go hit that link right there. Put Global Soldier in the comments. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Clay Biggins, shout out to you. Hey, we can agree to disagree, bro, and still be cool. Appreciate your ideology and your thought. Don't even trip, bro. We family on this side. Y'all already know I'll be here, same place, same space tomorrow. Don't forget the $ for the S. And y'all hit that link. And I'm dropping another conspiracy theory compilation at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Make sure y'all in the premiere. $. My bad.